Yo! I have returned. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Today is demo time. Ooh.
Hello, Cakez.
Oh, no, I'm warmed up. I'm warmed up.
Countdown to next bad day.
No, we were checking out the car. We weren't buying it.
Countdown to release.
I never buy on the first day.
458 days left.
Didn't get it yet. Might get it, but it's too expensive in my opinion. 16k. That's a lot of money, if you ask me. Did it smell good? It was okay. There was a little bit of a odor to the car because it's used. But they're gonna clean it out anyways. Used car. Yeah, used car. And we had to drive like an hour there. But the problem was when we got there, they weren't ready yet. So we had to wait an hour there. And then when we got back, we also went into traffic. Was it called not traffic light? I guess it's just called traffic, isn't it? Why you need a car? Because Zoe is gonna need to get to the kindergarten in the future. Why would you spend so much? Yeah, well, the problem is that my wife cannot drive or is very uncomfortable driving manual cars. And so she feels very anxious when driving those. And since she needs to be the one driving the car the most, bringing Zoe to kindergarten, picking her up, she needs to be comfortable. We cannot sell the current one because the current one does not get does not have a license anymore, if that makes sense. It's not allowed to drive on the road anymore, so we just had to give it away, unfortunately. Now, I would have tried to somehow make money out of it, but my parents were like, nope. It was originally our car, whatever. We're gonna take it back and then we make sure that it gets disposed correctly, if that makes sense. That's so annoying. Before I got my current car, I drove to Salzburg to inspect the car. I saw online 2 minutes rushed drive to be there in time. When I got there, no one was there. I called the salesman, the fucker overslept. 2 hours. Yeah. It was really annoying for us too, because the guy wasn't there to get the plates on the car, yeah. So, that means we need to buy an automatic car, if that's called automatic, which is more expensive. Now, I would spend, let's say, 10 on a car, which I would find okay. Let's say that's okay. But her brother also has a car. Like, my wife's brother has a car, but it's manual as well, and she can't really drive with it. But I love it. I would have just taken that, because her brother wants to get a new car. I would have taken that, but yeah. So yeah, we looked at it. It's okay, but yeah, we gotta sleep over it, right? Think about it. Don't make a decision right away, because that's bad. Let me run 3 minutes of ads, you guys. Let me get unlimited free time without ads. Isn't that amazing? I bet you it is. Excuse me. Yes, give me ad. Yeah, money. True. When I got my driver's license, I got a $2,000 car and drove the shit out of it. I don't care if I bumped or scratched it. Yeah, that's what I did too. Now, I can't drive that car anymore, right? Because it is actually rusty at the bottom. Otherwise, I would be driving it. I would still be driving it. But since it's rusty now, fixing it costs way too much to maintain it. Also, you have a baby and safety first. Yeah, I guess, but we're driving a car right now, and that's fine too, man. Like, so, yeah. I'm sure other minded when you bumped and scratched their shit. That's their problem, true. Cause yeah, that's true, man. Exactly, that's their problem. I meant the car being old is not as safe as a new one. No, I have a hot take here. I think an old car is just as or maybe more safe than a new car.
Push immediately and then go wagon.
Because of the electronics. This map is just Monkey Meadows.
Am I so
that's
out of
not
touch?
true.
No.
Real Supercoo just subscribed. Cakez 7 sure Cakez 7 stare Cakez 7 good take.
Some new cars are shit, some old cars are shit. True. The real Supercoo, thank you very much for the support, man. Appreciate it. 17 months, 27 months, bro. Old cars are made of metal
Make
at
a
least.
good game
Haha,
and
yeah,
don't
old
market
cars
it.
are made.
The money will come to you.
I have a feeling or a suspicion that old cars will last longer than new cars, simply because there's not as much technology in them. And back then they actually tried to build good cars. Now I get the feeling that they might cheat a little bit here and there. You know, maybe they don't use the best materials so that they break sooner and you have to get replacements sooner. So I'm all about old cars. And the big part is, now that every car has electronics in it, what about hackers in the future? I'm waiting for the time when a hacker gets into those car systems and does something. They will always build as cheap as possible. Well, okay, I guess I agree with you, Real Supercool. But, like, take a look at this.
Doesn't work on AMD.
Her brother's... my wife's brother has a car, Volkswagen Polo, which has almost 200,000 kilometers on it. And the crazy thing is, there's not a single driplet of, or a single point of rust anywhere. Old Volvo is the best, basic, yeah, old Volvo. Nazis used to know how to make nice cars, yeah. True. No, they just make plastic crap, yeah, true. Survivorship buys, oh, I hate that word so much. Demo today? Yeah, maybe, we'll see. Maybe.
Check. Unbalanced game? Check.
Just
UI
luck,
bugs?
yeah, exactly.
Check. Yapping all day?
That
Check.
brings me to a point. Let's read this article, shall we? My experience, NP was mostly first impression. Here. That was interesting. Linked by Abeth, actually. Thank you very much, Abeth. I like that story a lot. That is a long post, my friends. This Loremancer. Interesting. Oh yeah, React. I have done 3 hours, 20 minutes of practice on the golf range today. Now everything hurts and I have blisters. Awesome. Hey, null exception, how you doing, bro? Reacting to other devs instead of being one. True, true. Some chatters and I were interested in your recent video, the portion where you slightly changed the sound of the dropped gold bags so that it sounds different each time. Awesome. Yeah? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's just pitch shifting. Or like adding pitches, random ranges of pitch to the sounds. Rich people problems? Yeah, exactly, Shady 11th. Streams 4 hours late and starts yapping instead of coding. Yeah, but I want to read this. 4 years of development. Oh my god. Let's read this. That's interesting. Yes, because I'm 4 years almost in there. I'm almost in 4 years of development too. So this guy is probably the same as me. Let's see. Hi everyone. From zero experience to selling 50,000 copies on launch week. Lots of data inside. That's crazy. 50,000 copies? Damn. Hi everyone. Article. Like many aspiring game devs, I spent many hours scrolling through gamedev. Actually, I don't do that at all, but I guess he's doing that. Learning from all the amazing threads about development, marketing, and launching a game. I've always been especially fond of posts that dive into real numbers, wish lists, conversions, and real sales data. And I think it's now time to give back. Good. TLDR, first game, 2-man team. Okay, so they are 2. RPG game. 4 years of development, then 4 years of early access. Good sales, lot of data. Good sales, Slowmancer. The Slowmancer EA wishlists and sales. What does this look like here? Is that a video? Is that playing? Or is this website terrible, guys? So, right off the bat, I actually like this a lot, because this doesn't look too flashy, and it doesn't look too crazy animated at all. That makes me somewhat happy, because it shows me that I don't have to have the best graphics at all. Simplicity. It is somewhat simplicity, somewhat simple, yes. But hey, your game took... come on, stop. I'm tired of this. Your game too complex, your game too small, your game too weak. My game's everything. So that is the idea. Every time you hit, it also is a screen share. Okay, shake, okay. I like that the... whatever that's called, break into pieces. I like that a lot. Okay, so this is like a Diablo clone, in a way. An ARPG. The game. For clarity, I'll be naming the game The Slawmancer and linking our Steam page. I'll be sharing detailed stats on... Oh wait, actually there's more, sorry. Wish lists the first week. Oh wow, they got 900 wish lists. Oh my god. I got like... How many wish lists did I get when I released my game? That is already a huge difference to my game. Did Bro Got Lucky? No way. Clones of these sell 50,000 copies? How? Yeah, how, right? How did you get that many wish lists on your first day? I just find that crazy. Wait. How did that happen? Is he an influencer? No, he says no experience. Tangy TD. I can show my wishlist graph, right? On release of the games page, you get a lot of wishlists. Yeah, that is true. I saw that as well. Let me see here. Not marketing and visibility. View set. I want to see my wishlist on the first day. Detailed wishlist breakdown. And then all history. So on release, I got 16 and 17 wish lists. Those were the first couple of days. So he got like 900. That's crazy. How? How did he get 900 wish lists after 9 months? Reddit posts, 100 wish lists, Reddit posts. Okay, wish list Steam Next Fest. Total 7,000 wish lists. Wait. Oh no, wait. So they got 2,000 wish lists from Steam Next Fest in 2020. Okay. Wait, so then is this early access or what happened? Wishlist Steam Next Fest. Wishlist the first year. Oh my god. This is store page release, yeah. Like I don't have any other store page release. This is it. I got no wishlist on store page release. Yeah, I know they did 4 years early access. I don't know what that means. If they released... So, like, he should probably say when what happened. It's probably happening here, the development. So, I will go into this in a second. Yeah. So, they released the store page here. They got 500 wish lists. Then they did some Reddit posts. That did good as well. Steam Next Fests. Wonderbot's video from Steam Next Fest. Organic follow-up. Wow, after that it's crazy. That's the algorithm popping off. Wish lists 15 days before release. Steam Next Fest 2. Wait, they had 2 Steam Next Fests? That's crazy. Wish lists April 6th, 2021. Man, these are numbers. That's crazy. Wait, they got 20,000 wish lists on release of the game? And then the green line? Purchases? Wish lists, action summary. 180,000. On release, you get a lot of... Oh my god. I thought I could compare this, but I can't, man. Like, they got as many wish lists in 1 day as I got in 2 years. This is a crazy number. Like, that's insane. What? But hey, will not be deterred, okay? It sucks, but hey. Total conversions, 27,000. Okay, so the conversion rate. And then what is this? Wish lists 1 month after release. I don't know what that means. Total? Sales day 1, 16,000. Sales day... Wait, so this is all of the data. Slawmancer units sold. From 2021. Okay, this is early access, right? 50,000 units sold in 1 week? Bro, this... What is this game? I need to look at this game. Give me a sec. Control T. Yeah. But that looks different now. 4,000 reviews? Wait, that looks much different now. What? Is that a Vampire Survivors clone? Damn. That's crazy. So late today, happy you made it still. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, we had a long ride. Damn. Bro, that looks amazing. But it's 8 years, right, guys? This is 8 years of development, okay? You also have to keep that in mind. This is not just, hey, I made this in 1 month, okay? This is 8 years, my brothers. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh my god. That's like PoE. Holy. This is like a modernized, what is this called? Chronicon. Yeah, it's an ARPG for sure. Action role-playing game, I think. Craft unique items. Yeah, that's an ARPG for sure. You have been working for 4 years. Do you think you have half of what he has? Damn, that looks good. The pixel art is so clean. It's crazy. But this is 2 people. No, but. Okay, very important. This is how it started, okay? In a way. This is where it started. Okay, guys? Keep that in mind, please. What you see after 8 years is totally different from how it started, okay? So, yeah. And wow, that's crazy, I have to say. What is the game made in, actually? I would assume it's Unity. Oh, it's Game Maker, actually. Interesting. Okay, let's read something here. First game, 4 years of RPG in Willem analysis, lots of data. The game. For clarity, I'll be naming the game The Slawmancer and linking to our Steam page. I'll be sharing detailed stats on wishlists and sales, and the Steam page being #1 selling tool. I believe that it is important to see what it looks like. Steam page, The Slawmancer. We don't claim to have nailed the perfect Steam page, but we followed advice from people like Chris Zaworski. Tight and clear text, strong trailer, polished screenshots, GIFs, etc. We chose a very unusual name, The Slawmancer. It doesn't follow best practices, but we feel it reflects the game's quirky personality. It's a bit silly and it fits us very well. Yeah, the trailer is really good. I spent a lot of time watching it. Actually, 1 minute 40 seconds. That's a long time. And then in the description, they have about the game first. Damn. And then they have key features. Oh, that looks really good. An irrational story, 3 unique classes. Harness the power of your ancestral legacy. Unique weapons. Wow, that looks amazing, man. Level 44. Epic loot. Collect and progress. Damn. Procedural adventures. What's more? This looks good. That's a good Steam page, man. I mean...
Am I so out of touch? No.
Schofield just subscribed. Cakez 7 rub 2.
Now compare that with Tangy TD. Now, Pi, should I bring up your Steam page? Because you're making fun of me? Because two can play the game, you know that? Yeah? Alright, now. Thought so. Let's move on, huh? Shall we? Cakes, you might not have trailer, but at least include some GIFs. Yeah, I want to include the GIFs about the knockback. I might actually watch 2 videos today. The video where Adam C. Yunus explains how to do proper GIFs. Maybe we'll watch that too. I want to do that as well. Because the game is mostly done. I need to balance the last map. But we'll see. Alright, let's see. The development. We are just a 2-person team and The Slawmancer is our first and only game. We started as a side project in late 2017 while working full-time jobs, which we eventually quit shortly before releasing into early access. We were completely beginners, literally started with YouTube tutorials on how to move a 2D sprite, draw pixel art and code procedural dungeons. The game was developed using Game Maker Studio 1 and 2. Who keeps writing me? It's annoying. Then 2. The original plan was to make a small roguelike dungeon crawler in 6 to 12 months. Imager album. Let's see, The Slawmancer. This seems... Wait, it's the same... That's the same link. It is the same link. But once we had a working prototype, see Imager album, we just kept going. It was fun. We loved learning and improving every part of the game. It became a really organic process. Never stressful, just exciting. Game dev was and still is something I genuinely enjoy, and I don't think we ever felt bored or burnt out. And the small roguelike dungeon crawler turned into a fully featured ARPG. Yeah, bro, if I release a Steam page to 1,000 wishlists, of course I will never run out of things to enjoy. Of course, man. But if I put a Steam page up and I get like 1 wishlist, that's a problem here, sir. Okay? Of course you don't have any issues then. Man. God damn it, I thought I could compare myself. Shut it? No, you shut it, bro. Goodbye. See you in 5 minutes. Boom. Shh. Goodness. Alright, that's how a small project ended up taking nearly 4 years to reach early access. We know that's not ideal advice for a first game, but it worked for us. This post isn't a list of do's and don'ts. It's just a retrospective on what happened. It worked out pretty well, but we know it's not the most efficient route. I'm here to give as much hindsight as I possibly can to help other game devs, but I'm definitely not here to list do's and don'ts. We did our own thing. It has its flaws. But it has worked out for us. I'm sure we could have done things better, and since we only have experience with the single game, we have no way to compare to another game that has used a similar strategy. Talking about strategy, we're still on a zero marketing budget. We have spent probably $300 for using a few apps that we've been using and hosting our website, but that's about it. Yeah, that's crazy, bruh. They spent no money on marketing. So it's all about Steam, guys. Dev, thank you very much for following, bro. That's crazy. It's all about Steam, guys. Let me see, Steam page. Wait, before opening our Steam page, we have made a couple of posts on Reddit, such as on pixel art, to get a first taste of what sharing our work would do to us. And we had a Twitter account that we would try to grow. Yeah, so I love your data and all, but why don't you show some of those posts? Huh? Why don't you link a post, for example, so that we can take a look at the post, see the game in 2017 art, and we can see what the reception was. Lost in time? I doubt that. If I go to my Steam, to my Twitter, to my Reddit account, I have all my posts. Go to their Twitter. To their Twitter? They don't pixel art. It's not about the post, it's about making a good game. No, you don't understand what I mean. I know what you mean. Who am I? What I mean by that is, what did the game look like? What was the reception like? Because early on, let's say they made a post and they only got, let's say, 2 views. That means the game wasn't good. It didn't show. It wasn't appealing at all. That's irrelevant. Just make a good game. The money will come. Anyways, I still want to see the posts. It is how it is. On September 12th, 2019, we opened our Steam page. I believe that we had about 100 to 200 followers on Twitter, but that's about it. The Steam page wish lists on week 1. We have gained 900 wish lists on the first week of our Steam page, with 550 on the first day. We had a small reveal trailer ready that we shared on 4 subreddits. Aha. Sorry. There it is. That's what they did. So they basically, there was a flood of people coming from the Reddits here. Everything can be found on our profile, so you can have a look. Oh wait, on your profile? On Slormite Studios? How though? How do I search that? Sort by... Can I do the inverse of new? Old? Hello, Mr. Cakez. I'm an upcoming Indonesian shrimp farmer. Do you have any tips for me to scale my profit margins? Valorant told me to move my farm to a Polish swarm, but I feel like that would be suboptimal. What is that message, mate? What are you asking me? Question mark? Lakers fan, thank you very much for following, man. What's this guy asking me, huh? Nani? Slormans are patch notes. Our game dev. How do I find these old posts, guys? How do I use Reddit? Posts? Can I sort them? I can only sort them by top. 5 days ago? Which means I would just have to load in all of those posts like down. 5 years ago. Oh god, 5 years ago. Let's see. 6 years ago. Wait, the game looked like this 6 years ago? Is that the first post? Wait, character sprite sheet. Damn. Wait, that's what they had 6 years ago? 7 years ago. If you feel discouraged, look at the... He's clearly an artist, not a programmer. Yeah, there's 2 people. 2 people working on the game. I bet you can reach this level in pixel art after 1 year. Yeah. I suppose you can. So probably after a couple of months to 1 year, he started posting screenshots because it started looking really good. And the crazy part is that the fire is actually flickering. Or is that bloom? I don't know what it is, but that looks really good, man. They really create a good vibe here with this. Yeah, just a screenshot of this. See, this is why I want to see the screenshots of this type of stuff, because they just made a good game. They went into a location of the game. They made a screenshot, posted it, and it got 300 upvotes. Probably like a couple thousand views for sure. That's crazy. Frequently asked questions. Hi everyone. Okay, not many questions asked yet. Let's say this is a thread of questions you might have. What's the Slawmancer? Oh, this is r/Slawmancer. 2K members. And then in pixel art they posted this. Oh, I see. So I can post stuff in pixel art too. Interesting. Hordband, thank you very much for following, man. Why is the roof lit up from the fire underneath? Because it's simple 2D sprites, of course, Athano, but it still looks amazing. You can't deny that. You have to realize, Athano, that this is after about a year of development, what they had, this look. And that looks really good. Looks actually amazing. That looks good too. NPC sprite sheet. What is this? The logo we are going to go with for Slawmancer. Did they? They did not. They turned it. Yeah, because it was bad. It was green on green. Can't really tell the difference. That's better. Orange. Yeah, guys, orange. Oranges. Okay. Oh, there it is. Here. The creation production process of Pixel Art Village, I think, maybe working on. They posted this in gamedev, 45 upvotes. They posted this in pixel art, 11 upvotes, and then in Slawmancer. No. They probably did, but changed it along the way. I like the smoke, yeah, like the scene there looked really good. What is this? Damn, that looks good. Yeah, guys, see, this is why you use an engine, then you don't spend 2 years making one. I told you guys like multiple times. I'm not mad that I started with the, how do you say that? That I started out learning how to make an engine. But the more I go and see successful games, the more I'm like, yeah, hey, there's a reason why these exist. Oh, here, reveal trailer. There it is. 18 upvotes in the Slawmancer. Then 73 upvotes in indie gaming. Wait, it's only 2 posts though. Interesting. And then quick look at the evolution of a skill. Preview. Oh, I see. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. Damn. That looks amazing. And they reuse the same sprite for attacking, but they turn it red. You see that? When he attacks, this is the sprite here, the impact sprite. This is red. This is the same impact sprite, but it's white because it's physical. Like, these types of techniques are really easy to do, but they are not obvious. I guess they are obvious to some, but for some people they are not. For me, they are not, for example. Damn, that looks good. Holy moly. I wonder how they do this effect, man. This is the crazy part, you know, guys? I've been making games and learning how to make an engine for 4 years now, but I have no idea how to make this effect. Because I didn't learn how to make this effect, I learned how to open a window in Windows. Or how to do audio in Xaudio 2. These guys are good, to be fair. Yeah, there's two people. One can focus on the coding, the other one can focus on the art. So obviously the attention is split, and therefore you are most likely not twice as fast, but you're getting really close to being twice as fast, yeah. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, this is why I wanted to look at the screenshots 6 years ago. I can see why these guys got so many wish lists on the first day. Now it all makes sense. The reason why they got so many wish lists is because of those posts. And they all went very hard. They all look like 176 upvotes, 300 upvotes. This is crazy. You can stay focused on your task, yeah. This animation is looking good, yeah. That's right. You should have used Godot and let the engine does those unrelated. Yeah, they used. I could not. Guys, I can't use Godot. Horde band. Thank you very much for following, by the way. Okay. The development, yeah. Let's go back here. We were complete beginners, literally started with YouTube tutorials. And the game was developed using Game Maker. The original plan was to do 6 to 5 months, Imager album. But once we had a working prototype, see the Imager album, we just kept going. We genuinely enjoyed the process. And I don't think we ever felt bored or burned out. The small roguelike dungeon crawler turned into a fully featured ARPG. Yeah, it's an ARPG. That's how a small project ended up taking nearly 4 years to reach early access. We know it's not ideal advice for the first game, but it worked out for us. This post, I think the reason why they kept going on the on the project is once they had something to show, they posted something and they got good reception. Had they not gotten, see, this is why I wanted to see the posts. Who am I? Had they not gotten the reception they had gotten, but was instead of 385 upvotes, it was 3. That would be a different story. Because now you're looking at something that you have spent, let's say, 6 months on, and no one cares. That's different. And that does something different to your brain too. Because now it's no longer exciting to keep going. Now you start questioning, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? It turns out these guys started doing something they enjoyed, and it happened to be something that people really enjoy too. So you can call this luck. I don't like calling it luck, but it is a decision that ultimately, obviously it looks good too, right? You can make this look bad and then there will be less upvotes, of course, right? So they did a really good job making this look good. I'm not saying that, right? I'm not trying to take away from their work, which obviously is amazing. But yeah, very good stuff, very interesting. And I like learning from this because let's say I make a new building. I could also put that in town and then, you know, maybe build a scene out of the town and post it too and let's see, you know, on pixel art. Maybe it does reasonably well too. We don't know, right? I like to take away from this. What I can take away from this is that, well, I should have maybe posted some more stuff on Reddit, maybe, instead of just YouTube. But yeah, anyways, let's go on, keep going. We know it's not ideal, but just a retrospective, it worked pretty well for us. I'm here to give as much hindsight as I possibly can to help other game devs, but I'm definitely not here to list do's and don'ts. We did our thing, it has flaws, but it worked for us. I'm sure we could have done things better. We have no way to compare since this is our only game. Talking about strategy, we still had 0 marketing budget. We read the stats. Before opening the Steam page, we made a couple posts. We saw those and they were really good. It allowed them to grow a Twitter account. And we only had a Twitter account that we would try to grow. Let's see, get a first taste of what sharing our work would do to us, and we had a Twitter account. Okay. On September 12, 2019, we opened our Steam page. We actually read this already. Why is it so high up? Yeah, on the first week, they got 929 wish lists and 550 on the first day. That's because of the posts that we saw here. Games like Diablo. RPG games. Everything can be found on our profile, so you can have a look. We just did. We had good success posting there. Our only other action was to share our Steam page on Twitter. I'll briefly talk about other social media networks here. We've tried Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and it never worked. I actually have the same feeling. In a way, I feel like YouTube devlogs, unless you're getting hundreds and thousands of views, is not that amazing. Why do I say that? Let's look at Blood Thief. This is another game that's not out yet, but you can play the demo. And over here, look at this. This is the follower chart, which is doing very well, actually. This guy has about 30,000 wish lists, I would assume, maybe more. And you can... Wait, can I not look at the... Oh, I see. I need to look at Blood Thief demo SteamDB. This one here. Most wish lists are fake. Yeah, that is also true. 100%. Hey? No, not Blood Thief. Demo. Here. Oh, 17 in app, actually. That's not bad. It's been doing reasonably well. It's dropping down, but hey, still. So here you can see the impact of someone doing YouTube. That is 600 players. And he has about... well, 30,000 wish lists. Let's say that. But if we go to YouTube, which we can... Let's see, what is he called? Blood Thief YouTube. What is he called on YouTube again? Blargus. Official demo stream trailer. The video that I'm interested in is the following. This guy has made a lot of videos on his game. And I feel like unless you're hitting these numbers here, which is very, very, very difficult to do consistently, you will most likely end up with 1,000 views on YouTube, which, considering the time and effort it takes to make a devlog on YouTube, narrate it, edit the video down so that it looks somewhat cohesive and is also fun to watch, that time could probably better be spent to make a good post on Reddit or to make a better game. 1.7 million, yeah. This is 1.7 million views, and that resulted in this spike right here. That's huge, yeah. And so you have to take into account that this guy right here got really successful on YouTube, but he only, comparatively, has 30,000 wish lists. 30,000 wish lists. You know which game had 60,000 wish lists on release? No. What Jonas? God damn it. Backpack Battles had 500,000. Yeah, because it was a really insane game. Jonas Tyrola's first game that took him 6 months to make had 60,000 wish lists. Oh, sorry, 20,000 wish lists. 60,000 was Willius' name. Sorry about that. Wrong assumption. This one had 20,000 wish lists, and they only spent 6 months on this. And they didn't advertise it that much on YouTube. So what I'm trying to say here is that what I'm getting, and from my own experience too, I have not reached this success on YouTube at all. I have gotten maybe 1,000 views on a devlog or something. Maybe 3,000 views at most. 5, let's make it 5. And I have the feeling that posting on Twitter or on Reddit is just much more successful. Because you can directly pick your target audience. Now, that being said, however, are those wish lists actually good wish lists? I don't know. Because you're kind of inserting yourself in a way. But everyone say you get is... Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not worth on YouTube. What I'm saying is that it is probably worth more if you post on Reddit. I posted on both. Reddit wishlists don't convert as well. I experienced that problem. Still useful though. Interesting. Yeah, I would assume that Reddit wishlists wouldn't convert so well. Is because you're inserting yourself into a market. Why don't you post on Reddit then? I actually did, but I don't have enough post karma. I need post karma! I don't know how to get that because I don't talk. So I need to make like either a post somewhere that gets a lot of upvotes, or I need to make a comment somewhere that gets a lot of upvotes. I never got that. I have 8 post karma. I have no karma. Here. View profile. 8. I'm not allowed to post in indie dev. I wanted to post my knockback video from Twitter. This video right here. I wanted to post that, but they told me you can't post anything because you don't have enough post karma. This one right here, I thought that was amazing. I wanted to ask for feedback. I thought that would be a good post for Reddit. You know, that was the first time I did. But no. No, I was not gonna use the link in the post, Gnus Nymphicus. I would have just posted this without linking to my game. Because I genuinely wanted feedback. But yeah, anyways. There it is. Let's keep going, guys, because otherwise this will take forever. I'll briefly talk about other social media networks here. We've tried these, blah, blah, blah. We've only had good success with Reddit, and that's pretty much it. Twitter has been useful later on down the line to get noticed by very targeted users, but never to reach a broad audience. Yeah, I have the same feeling. Let's open this up again. I feel like Twitter is good either when you have the blue check mark so that you get more views and engagement in your posts, and when you already have somewhat of a good following. But I don't really think that, let's see, Fox Centurion. I'm gonna find him in hashtag pixel art. Let me find him here. I'm pretty sure I'll find him. Maybe I'm following him already. There's one guy. Oh, is it Screenshot Saturday? That might be easier. Hashtag Screenshot Saturday. Let's test that. He's always posting there consistently. Maybe he stopped. I'll figure out. I'll see his game immediately. Oh, that's me. Hello. Where is he? He usually always shows up. Eh? Das ist der Vorführeffekt in English. Obviously, when I'm trying to show something, I can't find it. Yeah, I'm unable to find it. I'll give up. It's fine. Nope, it's not here. Yeah, I can't find the game, but this guy has been posting a lot. And I don't know why it would show my posts, because I know my post. I really want to find it though. I'll find it, guys. It is how it is. We're gonna find it now. I'm already going down the lane. We'll go down deeper. Look at this, my brothers. Do you know who that is? Mr. Code Red Games. Oh. The game looked somewhat familiar to this. Somewhat similar to this, sorry. And the name of the guy is something Fox Centurion or something. But maybe he just stopped posting. He was so consistent with his game and in posting. He would always post. He had like no, that's not him. He had like a blue avatar and he would always post about his pixel art game. It was a top-down pixel art game, somewhat Zelda style. And there was a lot of green in it as well. There's no way, man. I just don't believe that it's not showing me this guy. It actually makes me mad. Because he would post so much. He had like 4,000 posts or something. Or 1,000 at least. Come on. There's no... Guys, I'm not stopping, okay? At this time, we are so deep down, we are going to go into the core of the earth, if we have to. We will find this guy. We'll go down to China. It doesn't matter. At some point, he's gonna have to show up. There's just no way that on all of these Screenshot Saturday posts, this guy has not posted... there he is! I found the guy! I told you! I told you he was there! He kept posting, and there he is! Finally, Fox Centurion. Something like that. 2,000 posts! That's what I was trying to say. He exists. Yes. See this? And he would always post, almost, post about his game. Always. And so I think that Twitter, when you're just sharing some updates, like, oh look, the game is still on hold, but I have patience. Work goes back into full swing after 4 Hands is released. Yeah, anyway, so I guess he's working on a different game now, but you can see all of these posts, right? All the time. I feel like these things don't do anything. I feel like this does nothing, in my opinion. Look how much time do you have to spend to make all of these posts? And then if we compare this to these guys, they made 1 post on Reddit. Probably too many hashtags. Yeah, probably 2. How many sales did he get? He didn't release the game yet. This is pre-release. This is marketing in a way. Which again, can we find the game? I mean, he has a website. This is why I'm so against making so many posts. Demo is out, Rex and molds. Archive of our own. YouTube inactive Ko-fi. Discord server. Oh, this is it. It's not even on Steam yet? Rex and molds. He does have a little bit of feedback here though, so that is nice. But yeah. Your opinions are few, Cakes. You need to try everything. Yeah, but I did almost try everything. I did try YouTube. I'm streaming. I did try TikTok. I tried Twitter. I did YouTube Shorts. Like, what are you talking about? I did try everything except Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. Kuro Inferno, thank you very much for following. And to Kelly Call Meta, thank you very much for following too. I just lost my job today. So, ooh, what happened, bro? Hope you're doing good, man. Do you have at least a maternity leave, or what is that called? Do you get money to leave or something? I hit a kid, but he was attacking me. He started, man! You can't make me, you can't fire me. He started it. What do you mean? Hey! Hated that preschool? Oh. So your teacher? Maybe teaching is not your job then? Maybe you don't like that too much? But I can see why. Like, hitting a kid, no matter what happens, is not good, bro. I hope you know that, right? Kid deserved this. No, kid kids don't deserve it by anyone else other than their parents. So what I mean by that is, if it's the parent, maybe, but even then, you should never really like hit your kid. Maybe like slap in like a really bad case, but you should not teach your kid violence. I'm totally against that. Nah, I'm kidding. What do you mean I'm kidding? Don't uppercut your child. Ah, boom! Why did you block? Piccolo, block! Dodge! You gotta try more. Hadouken! Yeah. I've never worked at a preschool. Thank God, man. Like, cause that would probably be insta jail, right? If a teacher hits a kid, is that jail? Does that equal jail? Cause that's abusing a minor, right? Or assaulting a minor. Nah? Guys, it's not the parent, it's a teacher. Nah, they just lose job and likely can't work in a school again. Yeah, probably. Likely? They should not. Because a teacher is supposed to be Vorbild in English. And a Vorbild in English should not lose his temper because a kid angers him. Like, think about that, guys. Oh, but what do you mean? He was angry. He was not bad to me. I had to hit him. He was being annoying. Like, how many times is that gonna happen? Anyways, okay. So I agree with these. TikTok might be a good idea because we have seen examples that work on TikTok, but it depends on the type of game. If your game is very childlike, yeah. If it's more a realistic RPG game, I don't see TikTok working too well. But hey, I could be wrong here too. And I'll try Reddit. Outside of Steam, we've only had good success with Reddit, and that's pretty much it. Twitter has been useful later down the line to get noticed, yeah. Wishlist in 9 months. I chose the 9-month mark because after that we participated in Steam Next Fest and things tend to go down faster from there. As you can see in the Imager album, we have reached 5,000 wishlists. Besides the original posts, we did another round of posting on Reddit October 2019 and more in April 2020. During that time, we had a strict marketing schedule. I would spend every Monday morning creating 3 GIFs from the game and would schedule them via Pabla on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. But as I mentioned above, we only saw results on Twitter. I scheduled at random hours trying to find good spots. On top of that, I would also bundle all 3 GIFs and build a small video out of it that we would post on Saturdays with the hashtag #ScreenshotSaturday tag. A very positive side of the game genre we were developing, hack and slash action, is that combining various skills and effects to get crazy outcomes is the core of the gameplay loop, so creating GIFs was a very easy thing to do. Yeah, that's true. When you have awesome abilities and you can chain them together, bruh, that creates an explosion effect and that looks really good. That's what I'm lacking, for example, in my game. But yeah, let's not spend too much time on my game. Yeah, we do that all day. I would also post a devlog every 3 to 4 months on Steam. So nothing spectacular. And we did make about 5 or 6 YouTube videos that were slightly upgraded compilations of our daily GIFs. We also prepared a website that you can easily find on the Steam page, along with a nice press kit. Yeah, press kit is really important. This grew our Twitter account to a few hundred followers and helped us grow our Discord channel and our Steam subscribers. Steam subscribers? You mean followers? Wishlists. Yeah, so these are just the numbers though. I feel like that's a bit boring, to be honest. Let's see, in June 20 we participated in the Steam Gaming Festival. I believe it was the 2nd edition of what's now called Steam Next Fest. We had prepared a good and pretty generous demo. I don't recall being at the top of any chart. We did a small QA during the event, averaging 40 viewers, but that's about it. And we got 2,000 wishlists out of the event, bringing us to 7,000. A few days after the event, Wenderbots, an indie gaming channel with about 500,000 subscribers, damn, shared a video of him playing the demo. We instantly got 1,000 more wishlists the first day. I believe this team started showing the game to more people. Wishlists 1 year. We got about 22,000 after 1 year, as you can see in the chart. Blah, 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 blah. Incredibly happy. Yeah, I would be so happy too, man. But I wasn't. Because I had 10 wish lists. I had like 200 wish lists after 1 year, by the way. You didn't try OnlyFans? That could work. Sounds like an uncharted territory. Of course. Let's go on the OnlyFans route. You want me to dance or something? I had a teacher who hurt a student, but they didn't get any punishment whatsoever. That's crazy, they should have. Okay, let's see. 15, yeah, wishlist before, okay, well, great. We saw the numbers, right? I don't really care about the numbers. We gained so many wishlists, don't care. Like, yeah, it's all of the numbers. Wishlists, wishlists, wishlists. Wishlists, 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 wishlists. What about the game? What did you change about the game? How did you test the game? What made you test the game? What was the feedback like? What was it in the beginning? Like, to me, it seems like they just made a game. It all went easy, and that's all. Will be final wish list, 180,000, blah, 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 10,000 deletions, day 1, week sales, we sold copies. This is absolutely insane. Of course it's insane, but what happened? How did you do it? What did you work on the game in? Fixing bugs and thinking about changes we would need to make that don't even recall looking at these numbers and even less understanding what it would mean. Handling that big of a hit was pretty hard at first. We were and are still too, and there was a lot to take. What? This is absolutely insane looking back at this number. Yet when we released the game, we were so busy making sure that everyone is having fun, reading feedback, fixing bugs, and thinking about changes that we would need to make, that I don't even recall looking at these numbers and even less understanding what it would mean. Handling all of that big of a hit was pretty hard at first. We were still in R2, and it was a lot to take. Okay, so basically all of the feedback was a lot to take in, I see. I also think that we are not built for this. We probably care too much, so handling negative feedback is something that we had to learn in a hard way. In the most few months, we actually pretty hard for us despite the sales. Ah, I see. Yeah, when you never receive any bad feedback. See, like, I'm going down the opposite route. I receive all of the feedback, negative feedback in the beginning, all of the abuse, and hopefully it'll go down, it'll go up. Right? When you're down at the bottom, where can you go, my friends? You go up. Of course! Let's go! Of course. Anyway, as I've mentioned above, we had streamer and YouTubers play our game on release day, which helped a lot. We had quite a bit of a small, medium-sized YouTuber streamers. Had fitted our niche perfectly. We also had big names such as blah 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 Quinn69. Oh, Quinn69 tried it out as well. Let me see. Quinn69, Slormancer. Kinda feeling sad, but also depressed. Slormancer's guides are ancient, non-existent. Diablo 4 has build guides, but Slormancer guides, is that from Quinn69? Quinn69? Slormancer is not here. Steelmate, trying out the Slormancer, Starforge. This is from on Twitch directory from Zizaran. Quinn69 stats. Maybe here? Slormancer. Is that made by who made this? Tuco. Has nothing to do. Quinn69, is that here? Quinn. Most current RPG streamers don't like the pixel art aesthetics. The only one that kinda enjoyed pixel art games has been Quinn. He's most likely to try the Slormancer and maybe Fox. Quinn always hated pixel art games, I feel like. Huh, but okay. Quinn69. Well, whatever. Let's not go too deep. Okay. That's cool though. Really cool. A few weeks before release, we sent a carefully crafted email linked in the Imager folder. Oh, let's look at the Imager folder again. This is the email, that's important. I wanna see that. Maybe we can copy this, my brothers. Load 2 more images. Oh, current recap, hello. You just looted a Steam key. Wow, that looks amazing. Is that the email? Holy, that's so professional. Damn. How can I like see that entire... Oh my god. He liked Terraria? That's true. Actually, copy this image. Oh yeah. We're gonna yoink that for sure. That is a really good email template. Email template. Let's call it email template. Professional email template. These guys are amazing. That's crazy. Carefully crafted email. I wonder how they did that. To about 400 people, we did our selection using Solo GNOME and manual research, looking at all of the sizes of YouTubers, streamers, as long as they would fit the indie and ARPG niche. I believe the mail is something that we did right. Yeah, you did. I wonder how many responded. Why didn't you say how many responded and actually played the game? That would be amazing as a stat. Sales first month 70,000 units. And 27 were activated wishlists, so this gives a wishlist conversion sales ratio of about 38%, which I believe is absolutely crazy. Yeah, 38% is crazy, right? The wishlist conversion rate here. Can you link it in chat, please? The image or this one? Yeah, here. Yoink template. Or wait, where is it? Yeah, it's gotta be this one. That's the entire post. And the image is at the bottom. The email. If I had to guess, I would say we had very fresh wish lists, and that was some kind of buzz surrounding our release with a handful of streamers playing it, creating a bit of a FOMO. Leading to players adding the game to their wish lists, watching a bit more of a stream or a video than buying it. It might be completely wrong though. We sold about 100,000 units during our first year, and about half that number was made during the first week. That's crazy, man. First week, half that number, 50,000. There's not much to say about the sales other than after our early access release, we decided that it was simply not sustainable to keep marketing and interacting the way we did to get to that release, and we would not be able to maintain that hype throughout early access to get to the release. We focused on offering the best experience possible and worked with the feedback in our community to polish our game. Awesome! So sending that email is almost the last thing we did marketing-wise in the past 4 years. Obviously, let's look at the Steam statistics then. The slower man. So how many people are playing over time? Oh. What is this? No, it's actually gone.
Cakez got 0 res, and that demo is never dropping.
It's going up a little bit because of the post, I feel like. But it's been quite stable. Between 90 to 100 players every day. Actually quite stable. So even though it dropped to, let's say here, no, right, 90 to 100 players here. Some updates, some posts made people come back, but for the most part, the game's stable. So there's a stable income coming from the game, which is amazing. Cool. Yeah. Obviously, now that we're getting closer to the actual release, we are, again, much more focused on marketing, which is why we are reading this thread. Of course. But we went silent for about 3 years. So you made the game amazing in the last 3 years, did you, right? Did you? Let's see. Side note on community management. Another thing that I believe we did right is being efficient in community management. We didn't see that subject brought up much. Keeping our core community happy for a long time is not easy. And definitely requires time and dedication. A month after the release, I started writing a monthly devlog called the Slormite Chronicles that would always be posted on the 6th of every month. This worked out very well. Players would know when to expect news, and even when we didn't have much to say, we would share our honest progress. So we never had to deal with an unhappy community because of a silent death. On that day, I would also try to be present and answer questions on Steam and Discord. I'm actually gonna... I'll do that anyways, but I'll keep that in mind. You know? Interesting. I think I do this already, but yeah. We don't do it enough, but interacting with players is key to build a solid and lasting player base. We could feel our players being happier after a small chat with them on Steam or Discord. Back to sales. During early access, we sold the following number of units. Year 2. Oh, I see. Wow, look at how it dropped, guys. Look at this. Wait, let's do a calculation for year 4, right? So year 2 is 43,000. How much is the game? It's actually 20 euros. That's a lot. All right. So 20 euros times, how much was that? 43,886. 43,886. 6. Yeah. That's good. Next year? Oof. That's a quarter almost. 13,445 times 20. Still good. Divide that by 2, guys. Well, multiply that by 0.7. Divide that by 2. 94,000 salary? That's good. Yeah. I take it, man. And then 7,815 times 20. Now you can say times 20, right? Without taxes? Yeah, without taxes. Divide that by half, then you have taxes, I guess. And then multiply that by 0.7, divide that by 2. Still okay. Divide that by 2 again, 20. That's not that great anymore, though. They also had normal jobs. They quit the normal jobs after about 2 years of developing the game. So 2 years into making the game, they quit. So they have now been unemployed for 6 years. And so if we were, how many units sold on the first year? 70,000. So basically 70,000 plus 43,000 plus 13,000 plus, let's say 7,000. Multiply that by, let's say, 2. Eh? Why did it disappear? And then multiply that by 0.7. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 8. That's a yearly salary of 116,000. 0.7 because Steam takes 30%. Yeah, exactly. 0.7 because Steam takes 30% away from that. This is early access. Their 1.0 will be massive. Yeah, I would assume that since they have been quite silent over the last 3 years, if they have a massive update, it might go down to 10. It might go up to 10,000 reviews, which is crazy, by the way. That would be insane. So I think that's fine. 160. That's not fine. That's amazing, actually. So yeah, let's see. There's not much to say about the sales. Early access release. We decided it was simply not sustainable to keep marketing. Blah blah blah. But we went silent for about 3 years. On a side note, on community management. Yeah, we talked about this. We had this. And then after 4 years, we sold over, oh wow, my calculation is wrong. 173,000 units. And a few more on good old games. And we are currently at 166,000 wishlists. Even though it's pretty stale, that wishlist count actually moves a lot. Our typical day is, wow. 100 plus additions, 150 deletions, and a few sales. This means that even if it no longer goes up, we are having a bit of a turnover and are still sitting getting fresh wish lists. Yeah, that's good. Our experience tells us that since we are a team of 2, we are always trying to optimize. Follow the Pareto principle. We believe it's better not to grind for a few extra wish lists each day, but to focus on making the best possible game. True, cool, yeah. We also managed to secure a daily deal on daily deal is That's basically showcasing your game on the Steam's page, right? Maybe news and noteworthy, right? Daily deal here somewhere. Maybe a special offer or something. I don't know. Feature. It's not featured or recommended. It's somewhere here. Cool. Because they have a lot of sales. If we do things right and with the support of relevant streamers, we should hit new and popular. From there, we either made a good game and sales will follow, or we did. Yeah, you did. Most likely you did. Your game has been stable for the last 4 years. I'm pretty sure they will go. They will probably get more than 1,000 reviews from the release. Probably more. We'll obviously make another post in a year or so after the release. Cool. Languages. I've posted the language breakdown in our sales. I'd like to add a few details. The Slawmancer was translated in French. We have French, by the way. In English, simplified Chinese for China, and traditional Chinese for Japan. For Taiwan, sorry. And as you can see, these 4 countries are top of the charts. China being number 1. Aha. I believe we have always maintained... And that's important actually, guys. Skeletons. China is their number 1 sales. Yeah, I read that wrong. They have skeletons. Yeah, we can add Chinese translation before early access. China! Yep. Cool. I believe we've always maintained a good relationship with streamers, YouTubers in our French community, so this led to French being top 3. And contacting French websites or YouTubers is always much easier. We often got the, oh, you're French too. Let's do this reply. Je suis baguette. As you can see, after a year, our sales in China started declining, which leads me to my next point, reviews. If we exclude Chinese reviews, I believe we are sitting at about 87% very positive. And we only look at the Chinese reviews, we are only sitting at 65% mixed. I haven't checked in a while, but it's somewhere around these values. Why? This is something to do. Why is he not going into specifics as to why? It's easy to say now, but if I were to do it again, I believe that I would only add Chinese at the end of early access. We had a lot of negative reviews coming from Chinese players for being slow developers, and a whole lot more for having a poor translation. There it is. Oh my god, these Chinese people, they just build different. Okay, they are 10 times faster than you. You made 1 change, they made 10 changes. You made 1 good thing, you fixed a bug, they fixed 100 bugs. And so you need to be faster than these guys. Probably. My informations are correct. If my informations are correct, I believe that Chinese players do not have access to Steam forums, even less Discord, and that their only way to communicate with developers is through reviews. So it can get a bit hard to manage. Regarding the translation, we had a Chinese editor that didn't complete its part of the deal, and we were left with an unfinished translation for the rest of early access. Oh my god. And every new update we would add would not be translated. Oof. This is definitely something that we did wrong. Hey, if it's the only thing, I can see that now. Okay, so that's why it's mixed. And they probably called them slow developers because they didn't fix the language. And they didn't see the updates. That sucks though. I think that's about it. I may edit this post if something new comes to my mind. Cool. Yeah, thank you very much for this post, my friends. You guys had a really successful game, the Slawmancer, guys. That's the story behind the Slawmancer. I always like looking at these. They have a wonderful game, guys. Really, really good game. 2 people made this game together. I would like to see how this archer shoots the arrow, but hey, cool. Very nice. 65% rating is too high then? You can just say you are lazy Western dev and not superior being like them. Yeah, true, yeah. Riff Win, thank you very much for following, man. Do not add yellow beers to your game. Why, Daniel? What's the reason for that? Very good stuff. What I take away from this is I should try to post more good-looking pixel art to Reddit. This is literally just a post that says Forge, right? Oh, it's animated. It's a GIF. It is a GIF, my friends. You're gonna hate me for this, right? That's by Mr. Adam C. Yunus. How can we make high quality videos perfect GIFs? So I can post them on Reddit and get millions and billions and trillions of wishlists. Vibe coding the game. True, true. We gotta vibe code the game the rest of the way there. There's another video. Another React? Yeah, but I want to actually do that for the next demo, Gnos Nymphicus. It's like a roadblock that I need to... Listen, here look, Gnos Nymphicus. Recordings. Final edits. This video. I want to create a GIF out of this. To put it on my Steam page. I like it a lot. I also want to put this on Reddit. That's my game, yeah. That's my game. It's a tower defense game. So, do it. Yeah, so that's why I want to watch this video. Because I need to watch it. Because I have tried out different tools to make GIFs. They never really worked out. So... I want to see capturing your pixel art. 4K views by Mr. Adam C. Yunus 3 days ago. He's a good friend of the channel. He's awesome with pixel art. Let's see.
Hey pals, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be covering recording footage of your pixel.
I'm going to speed it up a little bit though, because it might, maybe we already know some stuff, like 1.5. 50 minutes.
Games. This includes stuff for like trailers, as well as recording GIFs that are like lossless, like really true pixel art quality GIFs, with no compression, no dithering, anything like that. And we're mostly going to be focusing on Unity today, but if you use other engines, I think you'll get value out of it too. This is something that is really common when you're releasing games, when you're shipping a Steam page like I did recently for Insignia, as well as submitting.
I want to see that though, Insignia. He has it posted, right? You're not posting, you're posting your game here. Good stuff, my friend. I want hair like that too. Yeah, that looks good. Look at this, guys. That looks really good. He already has 3,000 wish lists. You are negative, okay? I want to learn this. So go away, okay? Go make your own game. Go make your own one, man. Listen.
For game jams and posting pages for your game there and clips on the game's page. This is of course very relevant for today's sponsor, Blue Ocean Games. Blue Ocean Games is hosting a pilot jam called the Rising Tide Challenge, where the winners are awarded sponsored prizes and an opportunity to pitch their game to an exclusive indie game fund. The jam begins on the 1st of May, that's really soon, and runs until the end of the month, where your submission will include a trailer of your game to be voted on by the public. There's some cool stuff going on here, including gift cards for the top 20 and a $1,000 gift card for the most voted on submission. You've also got the YouTuber Mix and Jam doing some guest judging, and this is also co-hosted by the Global Game Jam. So there's some awesome stuff going on. If you're interested, you should check it out at blueoceangames.com and sign up. And of course, if you make a pixel art game for the jam, you'll be using this video to help record.
Thank you, Ocean Games, for sponsoring the video. Let's go.
Record your trailer and any other clips that you share online. So let's get straight into it.
Yes. Let's go, Mr. Adam. Thank you.
So if you do pixel art or make pixel art animations and GIFs, it's relatively straightforward to get your beautiful pixel art onto the web.
You don't tell me that I'm going to have to draw all of these images in Sprite, because I'm going to quit the video right now. I'm not going to do that, sir.
Pretty easy to press Ctrl-Alt-Shift-S in Sprite and just export at like 400%, and away you go. And if video is this easy for recording games, I wouldn't have to make this one. But it's a lot harder. And in my game Insignia, I've actually had a few different, basically like little circumstances where I've needed to record clean footage out. Most of the time, if you're using Unity, you're going to be sitting here going, okay, I want this, right? And I just want this in like a perfect video. And how do I do that? So there's a few steps that I guess I want to walk you through to make sure that you're in a place to get the most out of your video. The first thing is you want to be able to capture exactly what's here in a way that faithfully respects the pixel art. Now, there are practices, first out the gate is making sure that the pixel art looks good in the frame. So for that, of course,
your camera. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're right. God, I look so ugly compared to this guy. Oof. Man, I'm ugly. Oh, give me a sec. Wait. Doing. Hello. Hello.
When you're importing sprites, you want to make sure that you've got point filtering set in filter mode. And you want to make sure that this compression is set to none as the default setting. You've got different options for different platforms, but if you're not overriding, compression none and point filtering is going to get you most of the way there. If you use something like the A-Sprite importer, that'll automatically do most of that for you. But if you're just importing PNGs, it's really important you do that. The next thing I would say is, of course, if you really care about pixel perfect, and I've made it.
Don't tell me that's like an inbound Unity tool to record, because I'm going to use something else to record.
Video about why you might not care about it. If you do care, then make sure that your pixel art is being placed, in the grid and rendered either with a pixel perfect camera or placed somewhere that at least respects the pixel canvas, right? The pixel space. So there's an immediate little distinction here you have to make between recording 1080p footage of your game for like video versus recording the pixels as you would like them to be seen in a kind of like pixel art scenario. Okay. So in a GIF, the whole point of a GIF is they're not very well compressed, but in a way they're kind of lossless. For video particularly, I mean, you're thinking about YouTube and the fact that people aren't going to be watching at the exact lossless quality, and the algorithms that do that compression do things to your pixel art that you may not want. So let's talk about video first. Now, for Unity, it's very difficult if you're not in a build to get a video capture of the editor. So you can get this extension called Full Screen Editor. It basically just lets you press.
No, what if I don't use Unity, sir?
In my case, F10. And
your title doesn't say Unity only.
You're full screen, done. That's as good as building the game and recording game footage. And I think having full screen in the editor is really important, especially if you're capturing things like
I see. So basically this is just making it full screen. I keep watching
screenshots because you can pause it and adjust things the way that you like them and then resume capturing or whatever you want to do. You might want to take multiple takes, and if the game is being affected by your play, like you kill an enemy, okay, now I need to record that enemy, so I have to reload the level. You don't want to have to do that. You want to just have as much control as possible over the environment, and doing that inside the editor is the easiest way to do that. So I totally recommend full screen editor. So from here, if you're just trying to capture video of your game, once you're in full screen or you're running a build of your game, is to record through OBS. That's my preference. I use OBS for everything. I use it when I'm streaming. I'm recording this video right now in OBS, and it's free. So free open source software, you can't go wrong with that. So OBS is just a little application. When you install it, you get something that looks like this, and you'll have basically a bunch of options to add a ton of scenes and layers to those scenes and different components and stuff. If you're doing streaming, it's really useful to be able to do all that stuff. But for game capture,
Green Luigi, thank you very much for gifting us up.
All you really need to do is set up a new source. We don't need this, and you either want to go for like window capture or display capture. Display capture is pretty straightforward.
Doesn't matter, you just record the game.
Here's my monitor. There you go. There are some options here to capture the cursor. If your game, if you've got your mouse sitting on the screen, you might not want that in your gameplay capture footage, so you can turn it off there, and then you're ready to go. If you do pick window capture, then you'll have the option of selecting the window that you want. So you'll find Unity or whatever your game engine is, and it will capture the window there. You can toggle off again, capture the cursor, and that'll work just fine as well. And when you've got what you want to see showing up here, then you're going to hit record. But before that, you want to set up some settings. So let's talk through those first. The first thing you want to go is to output, not stream. And then I'm going to set this to advanced.
I already know this stuff.
You're not streaming, we're recording here. Even though you see the bitrate settings, you don't want to look at that.
You want to do
and
QCP,
the two major components of any video
are
the format or the container and the codec or the encoder. So I usually just go for fragmented MP4 for when I'm streaming, because if the video cuts out, if I blue screen or something, fragmented MP4 will still be playable, whereas normal MP4 will not be playable.
I see they have added that option.
For you if you're just recording,
this is a new option in OBS.
Then we've got the encoder. So this is like how the video is going to be compressed.
Yeah, I already know this stuff.
When you're playing back,
so I don't need to like really learn this.
Because I have an NVIDIA graphics card in my PC, basically when I'm recording the video, the graphics card will be doing the hard work here to allow.
Also, we don't need to know. Like basically, NVIDIA codec is the best.
Constant bit rate is just going to assign a certain amount of bits per frame for the whole video, and something as high as 10 FPS and stuff like that size is going to be.
It's going to use constant QP.
Constant QP is the number that you want to be changing to get higher quality, and you want that number lower if you want to have higher quality and bigger file size generally.
I use 19 or something.
So 20 is like not great quality, pretty low file size. 15 is like decent quality, medium file size, and then like 10, 11, 12 is like great quality.
When you set this setting to, let's say, 16, 18 or something like that, and you record 1 hour footage of Dark Souls, you get a 50 gigabyte file minimum. Sometimes even 100 gigabytes, depending on what's going on. To give you an idea of how much this setting is affecting your file size. It's crazy. And when you upload that to YouTube, you can barely tell a difference between 16 and 15. And 16 and 20, for example.
High file size, but probably still lower than what you get with a constant bitrate. So I would play around with constant QP for your game, and start at 15 and go lower every recording and see how that looks for you.
Yeah,
as far as resolution
15,
goes,
how much is that, bro?
Even in 2025 for pixel art games.
I don't need that quality,
if
man.
you really want to, you can.
Yeah.
60 FPS I think is much more valuable. So 1080p 60 I think is still a pretty good standard for most content, and most content is on mobile devices.
Well, we
So
have
in my opinion,
reported now.
1080-60 is pretty good.
What else?
But feel free if you want to do 4K for pixel art, that works too. Now, if you don't want to use OBS and you are in Unity, I would say another really viable option is to use the Unity recorder. This is recorder window. This
Yeah, we
appears,
don't care
I
about
think,
Unity. Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. Unity
So, like,
doesn't matter. Okay, this is the important part.
is by default, I think it's 25. I've got it down to 12 at the moment, and I got good results.
Yep.
I get something that's pretty good.
Yeah,
It works
we're
for me.
recording now.
Most codecs these days are like spatial, so they're trying to compare the previous frame to the next frame. So if you've got smooth movement left to right, that's usually kind of like the best case. But let's try a big zoom out and see how that goes. Okay, running around. And we're back down. Let's stop recording now. I think it's looking pretty good. I would say as far as like color reproduction and preservation, it's basically spot on. Very few artifacts with the bitrate at
Bro, it looks amazing, bruh.
12. That's 12 megabits per second, I think is what that technically is. And really, really important is the file size is actually pretty small. So 37 megabytes is tiny.
37 megabytes. Let's see what I have here. That's a bit much, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
For 30 seconds. That's
It's MP4 though. I have MKV.
a megabyte per second. 1.8, 2 gigs for half an hour is pretty good, actually. So if you don't want to use the full screen recorder and OBS and you just want to use a native Unity solution and you have the hardware resources to do it, again, it hasn't worked for me in the past with lower powered machines. But yeah, it's totally a viable option. And the results are pretty good when you set them high enough.
what
And the
now?
next thing that I want to show you is something that I've actually done a couple of times here in the Unity recorder for different reasons. One was actually to record footage for in-game. So in my game, I actually have little
Okay, well, yeah, okay, fine.
footage the page. And you can do this a couple of different ways. I'm going to show you the most sane way. If you go movie and then GIF encoder, it can also record GIFs too. What tends to happen is this is again a little bit heavy of a process. So if your computer's not amazing, it will play the game in slow motion when it does that. Don't worry. If it's not a bother for you, that's okay. So my game is designed to be played at 1080p with a scale of 3x. If you divide that by 3, the 1920 by 1080, you get 640 by 360. Now that's the like base resolution of Insignia. So here we have like an A-sprite file of essentially a perfect screenshot of Insignia, a pixel perfect screenshot, where each pixel is a pixel that I drew in the art. You know, we're not at 1080p, we're at 360p. When you record in Unity, you can do that by changing the game view to that size. If you have a size that you've been working at, you should be thinking in this way anyway. So you've got your internal art resolution, and then you divide your 360, in this case, it's like 360p, divide it by 2. So now it's like 180. And then divide that by your pixels per unit of your art when you imported it in. In my case, it's 100. So you have a camera size of 1.8. Then every pixel will be 1 pixel. So there's my 1.8.
Basically
and
3x.
Then,
3x. Now, what's the tool that you use for making
this is
GIFs?
looking really nice and sharp. There are reasons why I don't play the game in 640 by 360, and it's mostly got to do with parallaxing, and I don't like the stuttering that it creates. But if you're trying to capture the game, especially for GIFs, then I can tolerate that. And then I would go to record a window. I can record the game view now because I'm using that resolution, and then just record this. Okay. So if I start recording and I'm starting to run around, what that ends up with when I finish recording is a GIF file of what I just recorded. Now it's not looking great. It looks
Okay, but you're not telling me that I use that, right?
kind of blurry. It doesn't look great, and it's running really slow. Don't be worried by this. This is just Windows being silly and not knowing how to run GIFs correctly. To make sure, what you can do
Of course, it's a Windows problem. Oh, Microsoft. That's why PewDiePie also went to Linux, right, guys?
is take your GIF, and if you have A-Sprite, literally drag the GIF into A-Sprite.
Hello, Face. How you
When
doing,
do
bro?
that, what you end up with is A-Sprite will interpret the GIF as all of a series of images, and now you have your full pixel per pixel perfect screen capture of your game in A-Sprite. From here, you can do whatever you want, and then re-export it as a GIF, and it'll be fully lossless, no compression, no nothing. You just get this exactly as you see it as a GIF. So what you could do, for example, is what I did, which is take a crop of the game and use that on my Steam page. So in this case, I'm like grabbing this, taking this, and then pressing sprite crop. Now I've got that GIF.
Okay, I just learned something for A-Sprite. Holy, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Sprite crop
At this, super wide, aspect ratio, and that can sit in the body of some page or something like that, and it looks great. Looks perfect.
That's
no
pork, yeah.
compression,
We learned something.
no dithering. You don't get those, squares everywhere. It's just the game as you created it. I think it's really easy to miss this kind of thing. Like if you're making a game, you might just think about video formats and exporting videos, and GIFs, for pixel art are actually a super fair and accurate image containing format for animations that are perfectly viewable on the web and for sharing wherever you see GIFs. So, you can put them in Discord.
Okay,
or
but
whatever
what
you want,
about your
and they'll
earlier
play there too.
recording?
You can, if you really want, you can do that Control-Alt-Shift-S, and you can export to a larger size. You can even press this export for Twitter, and Twitter has this weird bug in it where the last frame needs to be a little bit shorter because it hangs on the last frame for some reason. So you can do that. So there you go. You got your GIF captures, you got your video captures for trailers and whatnot, and you're ready to show the world your game. Now, the final thing that I didn't show you for recording in-game captures, which has the added benefit of allowing for transparency.
So wait, he doesn't show us at all how to go from a recording to a GIF? He just says use the Unity plugin? So who linked this to me? You lied to me. You told me to... Huh? Okay, well, there is still
so for that, you need to record
2 more
a
minutes.
new recorder. You need to go image sequence and then not do movie this time. Then I would record my game view if I want all of it. But you can also, set up a new camera and record that camera's view at some region of the screen if you want. What I did here was make a square. I'm exporting it. I don't need that many. Here has no bearing on the action to see, but let's view this quite. And it's going to run like this. So it shows just the player character. He's using an ability, lands on the ground. And I can play this at whatever frame rate I want. It's only going slow now because it defaults to 10 FPS. But you can triple that.
Unity
and
agent well
I use this
done.
animator for everything. But you can even use the Unity animator to do it too. You can just drag them into the animation timeline and it'll do the same thing. It's
Yeah, okay, so he's not going to explain how to make a video, turn a video into a GIF.
So here's what it looks like in the game. You can see here, and I can just change this to be whatever I want. I can make it an image, I can make it anything. So I'm really happy with it. That's PNG sequences, also recorded through the Unity recorder. So there you have it. Those are my tips for recording game footage of your pixel art games from Unity to make GIFs and trailer clips and things like that. If you have other tips, things that work for you, or software that you like, then feel free, of course, to share them below. The more, the merrier. And I certainly don't have all the answers on this stuff. And if you like any of the footage of my game
here's an Adam body video.
Then feel free, please, to head on over to Steam and wishlist Insignia. I'd really appreciate it.
How am I not subscribed
I'll see you
yet?
in the next one.
Bye, my friend. Hope your game goes successful, bro. Here you go. There's a video. I mean, I learned nothing, unfortunately. Well, that's not true. I learned A Sprite. I can do this now, guys. You ready? Oh yeah! Amazing! Can your game be played on Linux? Yeah, using Proton it can. On the bright side, the Godot enjoys are awfully quiet, yeah. Cakez, read Supercool's message. Twitter, down. What's trend emoji? Supercool's message. For best results, you can render your game to frames in your engine, export them, and turn the images into a video/GIF. Oh, so basically I would have to change my renderer in a way where I turn on recording and stuff, right? Is that what you mean? Well. That's what the Unity developer did, but in Unity it's very easy. I mean, I will just go I will just do the same thing as I did before, guys. I'm literally just gonna record my game like this and then turn that into a GIF. Because I don't use Unity. And to be honest, I don't really want to write an entire importer, like an entire rendering pipeline just to make a GIF. Because I think I'm past that point at this point. Maybe, but why am I thinking that? Like, if I took a look at the Slawmancer here, like, look at these GIFs. Their quality is bad. They have a lot of noise. But it doesn't really matter, because the game, like, they still... Or maybe that's a stylistic choice? I don't know. Is this normal? Is this stylistic? Just download FFmpeg, use a command from the internet to turn the MP4 to screenshots, import the screenshots to A-Sprite, and do as the tutorial said. That's a GIF problem, it's shitty grain. Yeah, but people don't care, guys. Most people don't care. They can see the game, that's the important part. Steam requires max 5 megabytes. Yeah, I think there is a maximum on Steam, as far as I remember, you're right. Anyways, guys, let's make some progress on the game, shall we? I want to do a little bit on the game and then I'll try to upload it to Steam. And we will have to figure out a way to do playtests. I don't know yet. If I invite some people, I would like to see someone play the game for the first time. as I watch them on Discord. That would be great. Were you already good in drawing before making these sprites? No, actually not that good. A little bit, but not that much, Paul. I learned how to do pixel art. And I'm still not very good at it. Man, I really want to know how they did that forge, man. I would be down, never played the previous versions. Yeah, I would set up something like that tomorrow. The Steam limit is 8 megabytes. I'm a new viewer, I've never played your game, and I'm willing to record my first play for you. What's up? I think you're not new here. I don't think you are new, sir. And by the way, Riffwin and Pasidicone, thank you very much for following. Okay, let's get some actual stuff done, guys, instead of just talking. Let's read through a bunch of these things. Middle path of the mage sucks. Ice shield. How about we do ice shield? The mage activates an ability when he gets attacked. I actually started on this off stream already, but I did not fully do it here. Triggered abilities. When a unit gets attacked, we can look for triggered abilities. And then if can, and then that's a function, can ability be activated? This at the bottom here. So we'll probably move all of the abilities and cooldowns stuff. Get ability. Case ability ground slab. What is that? Emit particles? Activate ability? Oh, we need activate ability for sure. Yeah, so this entire section needs to be here. Deal mitigated damage. What is this? Reviews. Oh wait, that's handle damage infliction, isn't it? This is all about damage. Get average level team. Transition animation. Apply freeze chance. I think... Oof, this is difficult to do, because we might need to transition the animation. So we'll do this here. And then we'll keep this section copied. Yeah, I would really like to watch someone play the game to get some really good feedback. Oh no. Ah, they build on top of each other. I cannot activate the ability because they build on top of each other. I can't call activate ability because activate ability calls attack. And so attack now is dependent on activate ability, and activate ability is dependent on attack. Oh, how do I do that then? Oh, that's annoying. Bruh. Can ability be activated? Do it after that. No, I will have triggered abilities. Circle of life. Yeah, I guess. How do I do that? So my unit gets attacked. They need to activate an ability because they get attacked. But activating an ability also means attacking. See guys, this is why you need header files. If I have a header file, this doesn't happen. Right? It's not spaghetti. Or a compiler can ability be activated. So I need a... I actually need a definition here. This sucks. Definition. So we can call the function. Just declare it first. Yeah. But I should probably declare these functions in the header files and not in some random location in the code. So we'll probably declare... Where do we declare that? Here? At the bottom? And then we'll put a section here. Forward declarations. Declarations, function declarations. Function declarations. I think it's quite common. Guys, how common is it to have a function call another function? And then the function calling the function that is calling it again. Basically, function A calls function B and function B calls function A in some circumstance. How common is that problem? Recursive? It's not recursive in a way. Because it goes down different paths. That's normal? Yeah, right. I think so too. Alright, so now we have can ability be activated. That's the value of ice shield. And the activator is the target. Can we activate ice shield? If yes, then we activate the ability. Okay. So we need to put that into the game.header file as well. Activate ability. The value of ice shield. The activator is the target. And the target data in this case, I don't even know. Ability target data. Target data. What do we have here? It's normal and it is mutually recursive. Iterators common depends. It is recursive. Sometimes you do that. Careful not to get into inline recursion, infinite recursion. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we need the target of it, which is simple. Dot target ID is target.id. Then target components is, in this case, component start position location doesn't really matter. I guess I'll keep it here though. Like this, but we'll comment this out for now. And target components is component enemy together with component hero. The target components don't really matter because I'm targeting myself. Really, it does not matter. I literally just need the target, and even not that is not important because I'm targeting myself. It's actually not important at all. It will just be empty. Doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Now then we are activating the ability. And it should be the first thing in here, right? Yeah, it is actually. Can also be done inside a loop. Okay, activating the ability. When we are activating Ice Shield, what happens? I want to give stats. Oops. I want to give stats to the target. So basically activator dot stats dot values. Basically I want to add dot stats plus is let me see, stats, activator stats plus ability data stats. I want to do ability dot data dot banner stats. I want to add those stats on top, I think. Or I can also add in the ability stats, but we have no cast time. It just happens. Boom. Natsako, thank you very much for following, man. Let me think. Let me think. We can add it to the ability stats, but then we need to add those top the hero every time on the active ability. We probably want to just add the banner stats. Activator.stats plus banner stats. Add the ice shield stats to the activator. Oh, and also this is ability ice shield. Ice shield. We add this to the unit and then we active ability. Active ability. We create an active ability that will then always add the stats. Or, let's see, do we have a struct buff, right? Buff B. Does a buff have stats? A buff does not have stats. So I can't create a buff. It might just be an active ability, which sucks, actually. Does it? Ah, that's a bit annoying. I want to turn this into a buff. But the buff needs stats for it to work. But if I add stats to the buff, then the buff becomes too large. Give 0 stats? No, Ice Shield is supposed to... So Ice Shield works like this, where... B. No, Control D. Control D is nuts. Basically, we have a Tangerine, and it gets attacked by an enemy. The enemy creates the ice shield on the Tangerine. And whenever the enemy attacks, it freezes itself as well. It freezes itself, it applies freeze and chill, and maybe it does even some damage. That's what I want to do with Ice Shield. And then the Ice Shield itself has some sort of HP bar that depletes. Because that's essentially what happens in World of Warcraft 2. Maybe not the damage portion, but it sometimes freezes you or chills you. Would you prefer to do this in Odin? Not necessarily. Because the process is almost exactly the same. You make your own engine. Odin is great though. So basically, if I turn it into a buff, then I only have one float, which is the HP. I could do a float, shield, health. If that makes sense. I could add that to the buff, but then I still need some stats that the buff applies to me. No, I mean that for sure. Like, that's my honest opinion. Like, Odin is okay. I like it. So I don't know what you mean. I mean, I can get the ability and then we have like a timer and the shield health. We can get the buff If we have a buff type, then we need to turn this into a buff type ice shield. Buff type ice shield. Something like that. And then what we need to do here is from the ice shield, we know how much health we have. We have a duration, a time, and we get the ability based on, and the ability will give us the stats that we add on top. But then we still don't know how much damage it will do. It doesn't say how much damage it does. The return damage. And I need to apply chill effect on the attacker. Well, the ability itself will give us the damage, but then if I deal ice damage and I add ice damage on top, that's not how that will work. So essentially the ice shield just tracks the health. If someone is attacking me and I have ice shield, let's see, attack. This is annoying in a way. If I have ice shield, I can attack back, I guess. Ice shield is on the target. Well, then we activate it, of course. And then over here, attack back if ice shield buff. If buff, pointer, ice shield buff is get buff on the target. Oh yeah, and then buff type ice shield. Oof, that's annoying as hell. Oh, that's annoying as hell. I need the ability too. I need to. Oh, that sucks so much. Oof. Nah, man. Chill effect. I need that. Goodness. Okay, let's try this first. If we have the ice shield buff, then float chill effect is get chill effect. How do I get that? Chill effect. Get stat value. That's it. Apply. Chill. Target and then stats. Oh, that's so annoying as hell, man. Ability ID. Oh, that is so annoying. Oof, I just want to apply a chill buff. How does that work? Apply chill. Hey, bro. Oh god. Oh my god. It does all of this. Goodness. Redo the ability and effect codes. Man, this is a little bit more deep than I thought. Hey, Shade11, you're gonna have a good time, bro. Chill reduction. Based on the targets stats. And then we take the stats here, depending... Oh. No, it's not a next rewrite. I just didn't foresee this, that's all. It's not difficult to do that. I just have to find a solution that doesn't break the system. I need a function called get chill duration. based on a chill effect. And then I need a function, but it needs to take in stats or cold resistance at least. Oh, that's crazy. How do I do that properly? Apply buff. I never considered triggered abilities, that's why.
No soap, no
Hello,
skill,
Cakez.
no original ideas, balloons, steal a bastard, no clue, no knowledge, no games released, no good text, no code, damn idiot, react, Andy, fuck off, stop
let me see
streaming,
here.
okay,
Do I apply a buff? Yeah, cause getting an active ability does not exist. No, it does not exist. Engine is fuck cakes, remake in Unity? No. I would have the same problem in Unity. It's basically using your system in a different way that you didn't intend. That's normal, man. Apply chill. Chill reduction. The problem is that I don't want to have a reference to stats here. That's what annoys me. And so I will need to forge stats, and that's quite a large object. I would have to do stats. Stats is... And now I need to get the ability. Oh god, that's annoying as hell, bro. Trust your gut. I knew why I waited so long on this, because it's not that simple. Apply chill function. That's chill effect. Get stat value of chill, divide that by 100 and multiply that by the chill reduction. Then we need a way to get chill reduction. That depends on cold resistance. Then we need to get the chill duration, which depends on the base duration for chill. And it depends on the ability effector. Oh, that's annoying as hell. Every time someone attacks. An ice shield is something that protects yourself against any form of damage. So ice shield should probably happen. But ice shield itself gives me... Yeah, but me gives that a cold resistance. Do this unfun part off stream. Let's do something fun, Cakes. Yeah, I feel like I should do this off stream, guys, because this is just some technical aspect that's kind of boring to look at. And I don't think there's anything valuable that you guys can see from this. It's too technical. I need to test out different things. Fiverr guy will fix it? Yeah, exactly. I'll pay him for overtime. True. Let's do something more fun. Yeah, I know I can't draw a structure. It's literally just data flow. Where data goes and stuff like that. There's no point in doing this on stream. You're right. Now I'll do this off stream till tomorrow. I want to see your technical skill. You won't. Because... Yeah. Attack back if ice shield. But at least, hey, it adds a buff now. Or it activates the ability ice shield. And ice shield probably does a buff. So we can test at least that. So here we have the buff. We don't do an active ability, we apply that. So sprite ID doesn't really matter because the buff itself determines the sprite ID. Buff type. Yeah, the type is important. Buff type ice shield. The ability is also, well, I guess it's simple, right? It's ice shield. Ability ice shield. The owner, that's the activator. Activator ID and then ticks, which that's the timer, the tick duration. How long will that be? That will be ability duration times ticks per second, and then the time, and then we also need the duration. I'm gonna have to clean up the buffs anyways off stream. Let me write that down. Clean up buff data. There you go. Duration. And that is ability duration. Good. And deadly ignition does not need to be there. And then we have the union. This will give us the health. So basically the ability itself will have get start value. We need a new value for shield health, right? I'll probably call it shield health or something. For now, we're gonna use the stats dot values. No, wait, ability. Ability. Stats dot values or target stats. Get start value. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do a shield health value of 100. And then I will say this is it to do. To do. Shield health stat. Now we have the buff. What is this? Because this is a float. This needs to be int or something. Like that. And then we add that buff to the activator. Buffs. But add buff. There you go. Anything else? I don't think so. Now that we have the buff, we can do an update and draw buffs. We can say if our buff is ice shield, then oops, stop. Update hero, we can say the mage draws a quad and emits particles. And that is not the hero, but in this case, that is, I think, the entity, right? Yeah. Color, yeah. Cool. Now we at least have the ice shield activating itself, and all we need to do now is ability ice shield. We need to create it. Create ability of type. Let's get the active ability. Not active ability. Let's make the ice shield. There you go. Oh wow, Frost Nova is big. Ability, ice shield. We can do everything else, and I even have somewhat of a sprite already. Here. I drew this a long time ago. What do you guys think? Maybe add in some snowflakes? Where's the preview window? View? Preview. Some dots here? What do you guys think? Should be fine, right? What is this? This is an ice shield. It's a shield around a tangerine and it's blocking damage. Fire. It's not the best thing for sure, yeah. But, hey, it works. And I drew this a long time ago. I always wanted to implement it. We're gonna do that now. Do that now. At least. Good. Nice. Okay, so we have this. Let me see. We need an icon for that as well. I don't know if I have that. Icon. Oof. Icon fire, cold, lightning, thunder, armor, earth spike, ice wave, meteor, rock smash, wind, ice cryer, shielding circle, poison. It should be after homing missile. Homing barrier. Ah, there we go. Icon ability barrier. It is a... Oh, ability type. This one is a triggered. Like chat. Is that how you type triggered? Roti? Triggered?
Triggered.
Mm-hmm. Since it's triggered, we're gonna put that here. Triggered. Target type. Oh, that's target type self. And then no effects on it. Upgrade cost. We don't need that yet. Why is this complaining? Ability type triggered doesn't exist. Can you stop lying? Oh, IntelliSense will update in a second. Then ability string, ability ice shield. Or should we call this frost shield? Maybe ice shield is fine. Double tap. Ice shield. There you go. Target type self. Cooldown. Okay, so here's the cooldown and duration. This is the important part. It will probably have like a minute cooldown. So 60 seconds. We want to give it a freeze duration of, let's say, 0.5. And it should probably not scale at all. So basically just freeze duration of 0.5. AoE doesn't exist. And then const float cold damage, let's say, is 5. And then const float duration is... It lasts for actually quite long, 30 seconds. Oh yeah, and then const float HP. Health. Let's call it shield. Shield health is, let's say, 100 for now. And then this will scale with level. Let's say it's times 20. And then shield health. Next level is level plus 1. There you go. target stat. Okay, we have the cooldown here. Then over here, this is stat cold damage. And then this will be the base value, which is cold damage. Oh, my headphones are dying. A second, guys. By the way, thank you very much for following Aboba and Zorixon. Thank you, guys. Welcome. Hope you have a good day, my brothers. Light Fury, thank you very much for following too, bro. Let me see. Cold damage. We have the cooldown. We have the... Oh, we need the freeze duration. Oh, we have this here. It should be const. Okay. Freeze duration. And then... Oh, freeze chance is 100%. Yes. Duration. We need a duration stat. Stat duration. Is that just ability duration or something? Stun, bleed, ability effect duration, I guess. Yep. Base is duration. And then we need the shield health, which we don't have yet, and so we'll do a to-do here. To-do, shield, health. There you go. Good stuff. Good. Now that we have this, do we have an entity? Does it do anything? Nah. Now we need to generate a description for that. What made you name yourself Cake, by the way? Oh, I really liked soft cakes. Description, enemy, double tap. And so soft cakes was something I called myself before. Instead of with an S, I used the Z if it was taken. And at some point I turned that into Swift Cakes because I like that a lot more. And should have probably been my streaming name, but then I chose Cake77. Which I can still rename myself to Swift Cakes. I like that name a lot. I have it actually on Steam, it's my name. So no one can take it away from me. It's on one account. So I'm storing it. That's not a trait everyone loves, Cakes. What trait are you talking about, Psyche? I want to commit myself to learning and so personal projects like this, but I have no work. So how do you earn money? Work and streaming and soon selling the game. What I can tell you is if you want to learn, make small projects and try to sell them. You should be able to invest $100 and uploading something to itch.io to get feedback, and then at some point to Steam, make a good Steam page and try to sell your game. Even if it doesn't sell much, you can still get your $100 back if you accumulate enough money over time. Is that correct? Maybe I'm talking about... I'm talking rubbish here. But as far as I understand, let's say you make 2 games on Steam and you earn $1,000. Do you get your $100 back for both games? Or do you need to earn $1,000 for that particular game? Only one? Wait, what does that mean? Anyway, Cakes, the Google form does give something back, which is really surprising. Great advice, Cakes. Really? The Google form? Have you been using it too, Firefly? You got feedback using Google Forms in your game? That's amazing. Congratulations. Cool. Right? You got, like, that's why you're saying that? It's per game. Yeah, really nice. See? That's why we do these things, bro. we're trying out different things to learn from, and then we are getting better as a whole. And then hopefully, let's say, even if this game fails, the next game will guaranteed, very likely not fail, because we have made all of the mistakes here. We are learning. And so as long as we are learning and we are improving, which we are, and we're getting better, that's no wasted time at all. Imagine Cakez releasing a game and cannot even get the money the game earned. So it's per... I have 2 on Steam, it's only 1. Okay, so basically if you earn $1,000 with your game, which is not impossible to do, even on your first game, if you spend a little bit of time and effort into it, you get your money back. And not only do you get your money back, but you start earning your first game's money. You start earning money. Maybe it's not much, but if you really need to work, then you need to get to work. And, you know, working, let's say, a side job, that's how the Stardew Valley creator made his game. He was working 10 hours a week. He earned, I think it was like something $1,000. That helped, you know? This can work. And so, yeah, I'm earning money with a side job and with streaming and with YouTube. And soon... hopefully selling my game on itch and on Steam. Like, not on Steam yet, but maybe on itch already. I can put my game on itch too. And then sell, maybe, you know, not sell it there, but put it there for free. But some people will support you because they like the game. Which I have done before. I should have updated my game a lot more on Steam. Would have earned a bit more. It's not much, right? But it's a little bit. How big does the game need to be to make some coin on itch? You probably won't earn much on itch. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this. Let's see, itch.io. Let me see here. Dashboard. Where's my dashboard here? Tangy survivors. Remind me later. Yeah, so no, actually analytics, sorry. The analytics for the Cakez TD demo is that I have earned $57 with the game. Over... And that was mostly in the beginning when I uploaded it. It got 700 downloads. And so it's not much, but I earned the 57 in the beginning of when I released the demo. The game there. And then I stopped updating the game, and obviously it also stopped other than advertising the game. Not too much anymore. But hey, it's still a little bit, you know. 57, that's almost half as much money you need for a Steam page. So you can put up a game on itch. You can ask for feedback there. You can maybe do the Google form thing that we did the other day. Then with the feedback, you make the game better. Maybe over time, you earn yourself $100. That's the $100 for your Steam page. Now, boom, you have $100 for Steam. You know, you can self-sustain that. You know, it's definitely possible. Upon activation... Yeah, I think putting up your game on itch is the first step when you make a game for the first time. You learn how to deal with feedback. You learn how to ask people for feedback. And you learn how to, based on the feedback, make the game better. And I think that's a big step to take. And also, you lose some of your anxiety. Your game's out there, you have done it now. It's an amazing thing to do. And hopefully, you know, not hopefully, but maybe you have a reasonably good game that people enjoy. And then you also earn a little bit of money already. Then you fund your Steam page, and you follow the rules of making a good Steam page before you release your game on Steam, or before you make your Steam page public. Then you already have an influx of followers from itch that you can bring over to Steam. You know, they will wishlist your game, stuff like that. Yeah. Vampire Survivor started on itch, for example. It's not only for small games like browser games. It's nothing compared to Steam when it comes to traction for games, that's correct. But itch does have an active community. A person who worked with me on my 2 Steam games made a game in a week, published it on itch. People liked it a lot. He put it on Steam and sold more than 100,000 copies. It's called Seraph's Last Stand. That's crazy, man. It's actually really crazy. Damn. Is that from here? Let's see. Damn. He made that in a week? Okay, so it's very simplistic art. Maximum saturation art. Is that a Vampire Survivors clone? No, it's not. It's another roguelite. Roguelike. Bullet hell, casual. Let's look at the trailer. I hate that Steam lags when you full screen. It's so annoying. Oh wow. Oh wow. I can see why. It's just a lot of stuff going on. All of the explosions look really satisfying. It's just a bunch of particles. And then how do you lose even? How is he lose? Oh, wow. Damn. He made all of these effects. What is the game made in? Is that in Unity? Or is that his own engine? It's an old Flash game that he played as a child. So it's basically just a copycat of a game that earned 4,000 reviews. That's crazy. And he's selling it for $1. Yeah, that's good. You see that? Look. So this one, for example. Cool. Very nice. How long's the game been out for? A couple of years. Yeah, so you start on itch. Yeah, no, I showed it. It is how it is. So this is my stats for the game, by the way. And yeah, most of the traction now comes from itch. I stopped advertising my game on YouTube, which now only the traction is itch and then a little bit of Google. itch.io search Cakez. Tangy defense, tag defense. Yeah. Could have made it $3. It's difficult to say. You can get a snowball rolling depending on how much you sell the game for. So it's difficult to say, bro. Tomorrow stream? Yeah. That's not a trade everyone lost, Cakez. I don't know what you mean by that, Psyche. How many tags does your game have on itch, Cakez? I don't know. Is that important? How can I see that? Oh wait, and also this game, right? No, not this. Oh god. Do I still have this? Seraph's Last Stand, itch. Is it still on itch? It's still on itch. Ah, that's a big one here. If you put up your game on itch, I didn't talk about this yet. Make it, if you can, make it run in the browser. Yeah, so people can play immediately. If you don't... Click to activate embed. If you don't... Browser is a must, yeah. If you don't put your game in the browser on itch, people have to download it. If they download your game, they get this warning right here. Virus protection warning itch. Exe. Images. They get this one right here, this image. And when they get this image, it is a hurdle they have to pass before they can play the game, making it less likely that people will actually play your game. And so you need to somehow, if you don't use Unity, you need to have your game run in the browser, otherwise people won't play it. And then is he asking, create insane builds, break the game in all possible ways, get your name on the leaderboards, every round you get stronger, but so does the enemies. Warning, download the game for better experience. The ranking system works only for the web version. WASD to move, reach further than everybody to get your name on the leaderboards. And yeah, it got a lot of traction here 3 years ago. It's difficult to say if he asked for feedback or not. This is a free demo. Oh, that's awesome. He's advertising his game on Steam there. And then you click on it and it links to Steam, isn't it? Yeah. "95% will remove the game, verified by user tests." So what you're saying is, if you have a downloadable game on itch.io, 95% of potential players will not play the game. Because they don't like downloading something on the internet where they get a virus protection warning. He's a big YouTuber called Andres Young, but he didn't ask for feedback initially. He just put it on itch. Most people weren't even his public. I see he's a big YouTuber. Okay, that also plays into it though. And then he was quite active March, February, 10 days in between updates, another 10 days. Wow, that's even more than 20 days between. A mega update though. Minor update, new staffs, mega update. A couple of days transcending, bosses maybe. Bad news for you guys. Steam release. Quite active, yeah. So it's a little bit more than a week. Or like a weekend, right? February to March. But it definitely, like I guess the beginning part is like a weekend, right? This is a weekend. Like here, this is the weekend. And then he got a lot of updates. Yeah, you have to sign your executable, which costs money. Which is also probably the reason why, or part of the reason why you have to pay Steam. The first week was the first iteration, then he spent like 3 months polishing. Yeah, but you see that? That's how you can begin, right? On itch.io, you put it up there, then you ask for feedback in there, and then at some point with the feedback from the people on itch, if it's good enough, and you're active, you're developing the game, you're writing blog posts about the updates, boom, then you put it on Steam, and then you farm wishlists and you release. Okay, let's see. Upon activation, an ice, and that's blue, and blue ice shield is created, comma, protecting the hero from damage while freezing, and I should protecting the hero from damage. Enemies that hit. What happened to the music? The enemies that attack are frozen and chilled. Okay, and what do we have here then in the game? What do we want to display? Probably the freeze duration. Freeze duration. And then the freeze chance. The health. Shield health. Which is a 0.0f. Which also gets... increases to 0.0f here. There you go. I would say like 5% from his YouTube channel, 90% from Asia, and so on. From Asia, this side says otherwise. Gamealytic. Oh, you guys told me to use this side more, right? Gamealytic. Where's this? Brazil. Yeah, this side is probably accurate here. 50% others. I told you! Oh, sir, sorry! Yeah, I'll use it, bro. Me alone. Okay, do we have everything here? Do we want to see more? The freeze chance is unimportant. The... how long it lasts, I guess, maybe? Base duration? Now, the duration's on... I mean, I guess we could. Like with the shield orbs. Shield count. Description shield orbs. Oh, I got rid of the duration here. Okay. I guess we don't need that then. Alright, we'll keep this. So that means we need to we need to set up the freeze duration and the shield health. Freeze duration is 1 thing only. So first thing will be freeze duration. And then the duration. No, wait, not duration. It was the shield health. And the shield health next level. There you go. La Trome is known to be a worker for Gamealytic. Wait, really? Wait, so is this guy just advertising his own, like their own website here? Is that true? How did you animate the trees, Cakes? I used the shader. It's a shader. I could show you in a, like GPU, HLSL, and then wind. If you want to read it here, this is what animates the trees. Isn't that interesting? Huh? And so the leaf sprite looks something like this, where we have, for example, a tree, and then I put in a separate layer next to the tree in a next animation index, I guess. The next animation frame of the tree has basically the same... You see that? It's the same sprite, but with holes acting as the leaves. And then these are animated, while this is static. And so only part of the tree moves, and it looks best on the smaller trees here. On this one, there's still too many leaves being animated, which is why it looks bad. But on, for example, on this tree right here, where there's only a couple of leaves, that's where it actually looks kind of nice. This looks good. Here. The wind will control how fast the sprites will change. Yes, that will be something I put in here. Number here, time times 2. This will be the wind. I don't have a handle for that yet. Right now it's baked into the shader, but wind will be a global variable, or let's say a globally accessible variable that I can get from anywhere, and I can ask how much wind, and that will then be supplied to the shader, and then I'll call that, you know, I can call it here const float wind is time times 2, right? And then we'll put wind here. Would be the same result. Doesn't change because it's the same. It's simple, yeah. Very, very simple. And now I can just make a really fast wind. Like, for example, I think I can do like 10. You see that? And then it's really fast. And then together with some nice little particle effects and wind sound, that will definitely create a more drastic level. If that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, let's go back to this here. We have now generated the ice shield ability, which means it should now activate and create a buff on the mage if I use it, right? Did I forget something? Oh wow, skill points. Look at this, guys. We have minus skill points. That's looking good, my brothers. Really good. Okay, let's turn this into an ability and then... Shit. No! Creatability of Frost Nova. Oh, damn it. Ice Shield does not use the Ice Shield description. Ice Shield. There we go. Good watch today. What you up to? Currently implementing Ice Shield. Like an ability I would like to have for the demo version. I'm mostly done with the demo version and yeah, I'm late today because we were looking at a car. And so I have a bunch of coding to do. And tomorrow I want to release the demo version before my birthday. On Friday. And then on Friday I would like, or tomorrow even, I would like to have someone play my game on Discord while I watch. And maybe 2. Did you test drive the car? What kind of car? It's a Hyundai Bayon. Like that. I think that's what it's called. It was okay. Like, listen, man, you're asking the wrong person for a car. Or like, if it has 4 wheels and it runs, I'm happy. I care about nothing else. Like, there are some other parts that I like, which, okay, air conditioning would be nice, right? Doesn't need to happen, but hey, I take it, right? From A to B. Yeah, exactly. Does it bring me from A to B? Good. Super compactor crossover SUV. Yeah. Subcompactor, yeah. Collab with Adam? Yeah, anyways. So, like, I would take the cheapest car ever if it meant I could go from A to B. In all honesty. Here. Oh yeah, triggered ability that activates upon when the hero is attacked. Upon activation, an ice shield is created, protecting the hero from damage. Enemies that attack are frozen and chilled. Number 1, like, that's not supposed to be green. I don't know why that's green, but this is supposed to be blue. And this one is also blue. You don't want car, you want high car, mid-size SUV. I can tell you why. No, man, I just want a fucking car. I don't care, man. Listen. I don't... Listen, it doesn't matter. I don't... It really... It's so unimportant. It just needs to go from A to B. Freeze duration. Oh, I see. This is 0.1f. Then it says point, and then it needs to say seconds actually. And it doesn't need to be plus, just normal. As you get older with kit, it's harder to get low to get in and climb. Climb out of the car. This is the main factor. Putting on kid's seatbelt is a pain. Really? I mean, you just place the seatbelt on the thing. And then you place the kid on the... I don't know. I don't think that's that difficult to do, actually. Back workout every time. But you should be, though. Like, when you have kids, unless you got them super late, right? That might be a hot take. But hey, I feel like unless you are super old, like 50 or 60, that stuff should be easy to do. Even well into your 40s. Top spec of Bayon is 27k. Wow, that is one of the cheapest cars. How does it compare to Toyotas? I don't know. Do you want a second child, Cakes? Yeah, I want to have a boy. A girl and a boy would be nice, like 2. Not sure when that's gonna happen, but yeah, I want to. We have 2 Hyundais, yeah. I heard good things about Hyundai, that's why. They give you a 5 years guarantee if you don't fuck up. They have best guarantees. Yeah, they do. 5 years, as far as I heard. What if you get 4 girls in a row? Listen, if I get, let's say, another girl, and we, let's say, decide to try one more time, and it's another girl, yeah, you think I won't stop? It's not like I want to have like an army of girls, okay? Hell nah. That's way too much work. Troops, yeah. So yeah, I hope that the next one is gonna be a boy and then we're good, right guys? That's what's gonna happen. Okay, this is kind of annoying, the skill points minus. I feel like reset game is in order, which means we have to unlock this dude arena here. So let's do that. You will love them regardless? Yeah, but listen man, at some point it's too much. I would not recommend having a kid after 40. That depends on the mother. Like as a dude, it's fine. But it's really important that the mother is healthy. Because you don't want to accidentally... Like, it's bad for the kid. Like, no matter how much you want it, it's bad for the kid. Because the risk is higher of there being complications. And so you might even lose the kid. And that sucks, man. You just don't want to go in... You don't want to risk that. Hey, Peiko Power, how you doing, man? Good, good. Thanks for asking, bro. Doing good, bro. Very good day today, man. Oh, hey, Cakes Fart, how you doing as well, bro? Good morning. Yeah, we don't have enough money to reroll. Oh, you see, the sound effect showed me that there was a whatever that's called, you know, whatever that's called, you know, just dropped. Oh yeah. I feel like this is a little too close to each other. Level info, display hearts, display gold. Positional X plus... Now how much is the hearts one? 40 and then plus 10. So that's 50, isn't it? Cakes, what happened to showing the next round? Enemy list in the game? Will be done later. Or I might be able to do it tonight, we'll see. But... I don't know if I'll be able to do it before I release the new version for you guys to play. I'm aware of the fact that I might need to do it, but we'll see. If I implement it, then it will be exactly like in Kingdom Rush. And so that requires a little bit more coding than I can do right now. Oh wow, I'm losing. Cakez, are you 48 years old? What does 77 mean? 77 because the name was taken. Cakez was taken. That's why. Oh wow, these guys are starting to come here now. Let's see. Skill tree. Let's get one of the banners going. Okay, so we finally got the mage. Perfect. Man, I really like the idea of hearing the sound effects from these guys. Awesome. Ooh, bleed damage. This one though. Let's take that. The code is so good, you cannot add a UI button with text. No, Zakaza, you need to code this properly. What you need to code is, when does the button appear? Can you click the button? You can no longer click the button if you have already clicked the button. And like, there needs to be some sort of timing involved. It's not as simple as just coding a button, because I can do that fast. You know? There's some logic behind this. Okay. Oh, more money. Oh, I like that a lot, man. I like the money drops, bro. Feels nice and juicy. Oh, I need to get the mage out. I forgot. Whoops. It's already 6 out of 8. Uh-oh. When will you code the Bitcoin miner? Right now, I don't have enough. I don't actually. Wait. Wait, the mage is not supposed to be 200. Nani? Oh, wait, that was the cost. The mage was 300 all the time, right? I wanted this to change, 160 life. I wanted him to have less life, because he's the mage. And then the ice shield will give him 100 life, which makes ice shield more important to use. Oh yeah! Awesome! Don't forget the keylogger. True, true. Okay, so this is the important one. He just got level up. We need to get ice shield. And then I want to see how that looks here. Oh my god, I forgot. Hey guys, this is AQ's font. It's actually quite nice to read, I have to say. Looks really good. How does it look on smaller scale? Would look better without the stroke. Have you ever tried it, Cakez? Without the stroke, you think? I don't even remember what this is called. New upgrade menu. I don't know what this thing is. Wait, it's called display tooltip something. Underscore tooltip something. Draw upgrade tooltip, I think. And then here I use the font subheading. Font small. Stroke for description makes it hard to read. Yeah. I was using font damage numbers. By the way, your game is looking really nice. I'm waiting to play the demo. Oh, that's also awesome, Axel. Thank you, man. Ooh, man. I mean, let's see. Man, it undoes two things at the same time, man. Stop. Okay, that's... Okay, you're saying no outline. You think that makes it easier to read? Give me a sec. Control K. DX. Nah. Yeah, I mean, difficult to say. Tiny Unicode. I'm actually using Tiny Unicode for this text. That font looked worse, yeah. I want to try something else. Do you have a way to add drop shadow like that? Yeah, I do, but it doesn't work properly yet. I'll do it differently, probably. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Nah, guys, it doesn't work. Not really. No. This is what I actually had before. I don't want to invade the screen too much. Time to fix it? Yeah, not really, because I already have something that's working. So why would I fix something that's already working? Right now, this is good enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. Doesn't matter, because this is good enough for now. Okay, let's see. So, I want to see what happens. Please work, man. Please, come on, work. 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 Please work, man. Hit the mage. Create an ice shield, please. Please work. Hit the mage. Come on, you want to hit the mage. He's juicy. You wanna hit the mage. Oh my god, the mage is out of range. I can't believe it. The mage is out of range. Oh god. Okay, wait. Now that's annoying. But we have the possibility to change that. Step debugging. Oh! No, I can't. It's not gonna work, is it? It's not gonna work. It did not create the buff. It did not create the buff. Two more hours? No. Please work. Please work. You can do it. You want to. Huh? Bro, you lying. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It's Ice Wave. It's gonna work now. Okay. It'll work. Just use Unity. Go away. We don't want Unity negative Andys here. Damn it, that looks correct. It is correct. Just watch. It's gonna work now. Fuck! Why not? You're lying! Did it not build, maybe? Get ability, ice shield. Bro, I have the ice shield. Ability. What you talking about, man? I'm gonna do this. If target dot component and component hero. If someone is attacking my hero, I want to do an int a is 0. And then I'll put a breakpoint here. Bucket C++. No, we'll figure this out. Aha! target. Target.abilities. What? Why do you not have any abilities? Wait, there's an issue here. Okay, update hero. Why do you not have any abilities? You're lying to me. It's not good. It is not nice to lie, bro. What are you doing? Draws the beach bubble. Did you teach him the ability you made him? Yeah, I did. Wait, did I? Oh my god, it works! Oh yeah. Yes. 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 Yay. Oh yes. It works. Saved you 2 hours of debug. Thank you so much. Awesome. Still dead? Yeah, cause the ability is not activated. The ability... So basically this is what I want to happen. Enemies attack me. Oh, wait. Wait. This is what I want to happen. If this is the save point, right? I want enemies to attack me. The moment they attack me, I get a shield. And the shield in place will... give me like a second HP bar, let's say on top, that takes damage instead of me, and it applies a chilling / freezing debuff on the enemies when they attack me, 4.5 seconds, and then the chill will be longer. It's type of armor, exactly. It will give me armor, it will give me cold resistant, it will give me armor, cold resistant, stuff like this, and act as a defensive / offensive as well, because you can freeze / slow down the enemies when they approach. Exactly. In order to implement this though, I need to do a bunch of technical stuff, which I will do off stream, because I can't do this on stream properly. It will probably take like 2-3 hours just to think this through, and so I'll do this off stream. What we will do though now is we'll just finish the round, because we will win. And then this guy will be together with this guy. He's gonna get this, and I think that should be enough to beat this round, right? Should be good enough. 120. I mean, I need to cheat a little bit, because I sold a couple of units. 5 dev will do it. No, I will do it, but in peace, if that makes sense. Steam global stats. I get an unhandled exception access violation. Damn, what? Why? Why did I get that? Get global stats. Debug console. Access violation. Reading location. This if check here? That is something from Steam, guys. I'm just calling this, man. That looks okay to me. Maybe this is the problem here, this call? They banned you? No, I don't think that's the reason. Maybe P is null pointer? Steam stats story. No, that seems like a reasonable counter here. But this is this question mark here, that's a bit bothering. That's bothering me a bit. Steam global stats. I mean, I get the global stats here. Not sure what that's about. I've never had that happen. Why would that crash? Huh? Steam global... I mean, this is a valid object, is it not? Maybe it's not? You're probably malloc to this struct, right? Maybe it needs to execute call results constructor. No, the struct is here super cool. It's on the stack in the main function. And all I'm doing is I'm just giving it the pointer to it in the game state. And since I'm only reloading the game state, this data never changes. That's why I'm so confused. It's on the engine, if that makes sense. It's in the, yeah, in the main. Fine, we'll play again. I don't know why that sucked. That sucks actually though. Yeah, it's really sus. I hope that this doesn't break for a lot of users, because if it does, then that will make me sad. We spent a lot of time implementing this, and I'm calling it the way they want me to call it. So, yeah. Hopefully it works. I wanna have this. You got that sword here. Oh, we have a level up on this guy. I guess we'll go for cooldown time. Add please to your cards. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why it doesn't work, bro. Let's do auto start rounds. It's a bit annoying. Uh-oh. You can't do that, bro. No, I want the mage. He gets him. You have to redo this? If it crashes for you, it will crash for thousands of players? Yeah, but how else should I do it, though? Like, I'm already following the tutorial on how to do it. And that tutorial is from Steam. I see what you mean, but I don't know what to do. Hey, stop hitting my trees! Asshole! Not one more. That's enough. Good. Shit. Guys, I'm losing. Oh my god, I lost. Is that annoying? Oh, I have to play this map again? You can't be serious. Then follow if it only ever crashes after one or more. Then follow if it only ever crashes after one or more hot reloads. The one-hit kills from special units is bad design in my opinion. Only the boss should do that. Yeah, I see what you mean. Maybe I shouldn't do this. The reason why I do this is because if the caged guards leave the cage and they come towards your exit, I thought, well, if I let the guards go into my camp, I lose. But I understand what you mean. It can be very frustrating to the player to lose because they left one of these guys escape. I will wait for a bit more feedback on this one, but I'll 90% sure I'll change it. Because it's valid criticism. It's not very nice. It's not gameplay friendly, if that makes sense. Yeah. Unity and Godot plugin do not have this problem. Im Sinne von im Auge behalten. Yeah, I will. Like, if it causes crashes, I will probably just disable it. Completely disable it. And actually, super cool, it's fine. You know why? Okay. I'm only going to get the global stats, which can cause this null pointer exception thing in debug mode, which is my own development mode, which is the only one I actually need this for. The player does not need to get the global stats. So now it won't even be an issue on players. And I can keep crashing, that's fine. I don't mind. If it crashes sometimes, we'll fix it down the line. Down the road. Damn, he's doing 69 bleed. 181. God, I love the sound on these bags. Uh-oh. How am I leaking? Oh, area of effect is good too. I will get this one here. If this thing crashes again right now, I'll be so mad. Cakez joined Blue Sky. Why? I don't even reach people on Twitter, and Blue Sky is like 1/1,000,000th of the size of Twitter. Like, what should I do there, man? I already don't have time to post anything on Twitter. Like, nah. Tell me a valid reason to use Blue Sky. Oh wait, there's none. Funny. Plop, plop. Nice. We're doing a good job here. We are almost winning. Getting a lot of money here. Ooh. Well, let's get that. Now we get the mage. Shield. Ice shield on the mage. Yeah, I'll implement that off stream. Let's see.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Yvonne's just subscribed. Hello, Cakez. Are you going to release a new demo?
Yeah, I will release a new demo tomorrow, sir. I'll try to get everything done by tonight. And then tomorrow we have the new demo out, and that will be the last playtest before I create a demo page. For the demo page, probably have a lot more stuff to do, but once the demo page is out, I will implement the game in a way where if I add more content that is not yet unlocked, I will lock it behind, that is locked in the demo version, I will lock it behind some sort of mechanism. Nice, look at that, guys. And we got a nice item, or only, I want to reroll this. I didn't get, this one is not for the mage, actually. Fine, we'll get the freeze chance, good thing. Little bit underwhelming. And also one guy died, apparently. Good stuff, looking good. What's left to do is balance level 3. We need to get to that. Middle path mage, ice shield. We need to do that. Clean up buffs, the data. I'll probably do that later. Units walk back to location. We'll do that also later. Mechanic where you spawn an extra wave. Maybe I'll be able to implement this. I would like to put the version of the game into the executable. Win32 game version in exe. How do we do that? Or is that Clang? How to put the game's version into the executable? In another file? Resource file? Huh? I was using a lot of social media to promote my game every day, but I ended up realizing I was wasting time not working on my game and I was getting stressed. Yeah, gameplay dev, that's true. That's what happens. And that's like, I also stopped posting a lot. It's just better to work on the game and learn how to make a good game. To do so, which version the screenshot is from? Which version is from? Resource file? I cannot use this programmatically. I need to use a resource file. Version info resource. Defines a version information resource. The resource contains such information about the file as its own number. Its intended operating system and its original file name. The resource is intended to be used to wave the version information functions. There are two ways to format a version info statement. What? Why don't you just give me the code? Define file version. Yeah, I'll probably just won't do this, guys. I thought that putting the version into the executable is this. Okay? It looks way too complicated. I thought it is literally that. Game version, and then you do, I don't know, minus version or something. And then dollar game version. That's what I thought it would be. That's how simple it is. I thought. Apparently not. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip that, guys. You can use Visual Studio? Yeah, great. Let me just get another editor. Why don't you just put a const char-c version into the game's code? I can do that, and then I can display this in the main menu. But I 100% guarantee you, super cool, I will forget to update it. 100%. We can do it though. Let's do it. A main menu. Yeah, then we have this done, it's fine. It's just part of it, isn't it? It also, like, this is also what the king is watching is doing, so it is kind of smart to do that, yeah. I still post, but only once or twice a week, and it's not as many places. I can't stream, so that's all I can do for now. Gameplay Dev, you want to show your game, but I think it's much better if you just focus on... And where do you post as well? Draw main menu, new main menu. Oh, actually this is it. Okay, skeletons, bats, boutons. I see. I guess I'll draw it here then. Game version. Draw UI text. Tangy TD. Version 0.6.1. And then I'll put that on 10 pixels to the left and world size dot y minus, let's say, 20. And the render options is outline. Anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, and then the dot font size. Font scale 2. In a comment above, I write which version is currently on Steam. On Steam, version 0.6.1. If you would do git tags, you could probably pipe the tag into a file in your build script and include it. Yeah, tank. Oh, sorry. Of course. Yeah, that happened. Save. Average Jave enjoyer, average Java enjoyer. Thank you very much for following, bro. All right, guys, so let's go to the main menu. Oh, I can't actually go to the main menu from here. Can only quit. Also, what happened here? That's new. Tangy TD. Okay, minus 20 is a bit much. I guess minus 16. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let's check this thing off the... How? Minus 10, maybe? Oops. Okay, that looks good. Let's check this off the list. What else do we have here? Words of text. Input no longer works after alt-tabbing. That might have been fixed. Make the game darker. Third map. Make the player able to see the next waves. Yeah. Links to YouTube stuff don't work on Proton. Upgrade menu tooltips. Long heading breaks. Serrated arrow quiver. Fix iShot description. Video, you can see that I'm inside the minimap. Cursor, collector house, can't open it. That should have been fixed, I think. Instead of text level up in the skill tree have already unlocked more than one. I should say unlock the abilities to use multiple abilities. Okay, my brothers. It is how it is, I would say. I need to leave. It's already 7 p.m. I did not get much done, but I have a lot of coding ahead of me. And I kind of need to eat. I didn't properly eat yet. I post on Twitter, Blue Sky, and some Discord servers. I rarely upload on YouTube. I never got much visibility on YouTube, as I believe you need to have higher quality content. And I don't want to edit on my laptop. Sucks. Yeah, try Reddit. Anyways, so I'll be online tomorrow, guys, and most likely tomorrow we will have the demo release. If I don't do it, definitely on my birthday, May 2nd. That's when I will release the demo for the last time. It will be a playtest. Tomorrow, if someone would like to play my game, feel free. We can talk about it. I would like, someone to test it. If you guys... want to give me first-hand feedback, seeing you play the game, that would be amazing. It always helps a lot when someone does that. Despite, other than that, we will keep trying to make the game better. I think we still have something here, but we'll have to see, right? I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Hope you had fun today, and have a good, wonderful day. I'll send you over to to Cakez, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Peace. Bye-bye. Peace, peace. Have a good day. Bye, guys. Peace.